Welcome, welcome, welcome. Underway we go here. Week 10 already in the NFL season, and you cannot find a bigger game anywhere in football, maybe in Happy Valley where my Hoosiers stayed undefeated. How about that? But you cannot find a bigger game in the NFL than what the 49ers are about to get into. There is an awful lot of anxiety around the 49ers, even more than usual. Seems like a lot of people who cover this team, who are normally positive about their chances to win, think today could be a rough day for them. There are a lot of reasons to doubt the 49ers coming into this game. There's been a lot of reasons to doubt them all season long. Yet here they remain. And I tell you what, if they somehow cobble enough of a weird football game again together today to beat the Rams, they will have swept them. They will have moved back into the driver's seat of football's most competitive division, thanks to the fact that LA and Seattle both look really, really good. And we got ourselves a very interesting NFC West, and how the West will be won. What happens today at Levi's Stadium goes a long, long way to determining that. It is wonderful to have you. Thank you for being here. Don't even be shy about leaning in and hitting like and subscribe, especially that like button early on. It's going to bring more people into the live stream. My man Ike has an absolutely delicious sandwich waiting for you. And if you order right now, chances are if you're in an Ike's delivery area, you're going to have that sandwich by around halftime. Great time to start ordering a sandwich. Make sure you sign up for that Love Rewards program. We've got our good friends at the Dubliner, West Portal, as always. I'm sure having a great game day atmosphere today. Great place to watch some Warriors games. Great place to watch some college basketball, college football season underway. Again, my Hoosiers are having a hell of a weekend. Maybe that speaks well for CJ West, who is dressed and playing today. We've got the Dubliner West Portal, as always, supporting what we do here. And our good friends at Sleeper. Sleeper, I needed to change my my habits. I needed to break some trends. I've been on a little bit of a sleeper lull. I think I got a winning parlay today. I'll share that with you a little bit later on, but go to Sleeper right now before you start playing anything, and you're going to find out why it's the fastest growing fantasy site out there. You get a $100 deposit match up to your first deposit, up to $100 when you use promo code Damon and use the link that is right at the top of the description of this live stream. And we are almost underway. From Santa Clara, it is absolutely gorgeous here in the Bay Area today. We got the A-team, got Kevin Burkhardt, got Tom Brady on this game. But more importantly, he got me, baby. We're here together again. I thank you for being back here. If it's your first time here, again, please hit subscribe and keep on coming on back. What we have are reasonable discussions to get through what is really kind of an unreasonable football season for the most part here for the 49ers. It's been a little nuts. It has been. What a crazy year. Not playing today, unfortunately, Sebastian Valdez, who we thought we were going to see make his debut today. He is healthy and active. Alfred Collins with his hip is out today, so a little light in the middle is what the 49ers defensive line, dealing with a little light at all times is what the 49ers defensive line is. No Ricky Pearsall, no Jordan James, no Marquise Siegel, no Connor Colby, and Brock Purdy will be missing his sixth straight game. It is Mac Jones time once again. Your defensive line gets Bryce Huff back today, and that is a very well-timed return. They're going to need Bryce Huff. Cleveland Farrell is back up from the practice squad. Sam Aquinu, Beal Jr., Keon White, Kalia Davis, Jordan Elliott, Kevin Givens, and CJ West. Again, Hoosiers are having good weekends. Big weekend for the Hoosiers on a football field. Just beat Marquette on a basketball court today. Smoked them, put 100 on Marquette. So hopefully that Hoosier juju rolls over for the 49ers. We are about to kick off, and it looks like the Rams are going to be receiving the ball. 49ers are going to be kicking off. Jake Brendel's back at center. Spencer Burford remains at left guard. Ben Barch back from the IR, and we're going to talk about the must-have-ems today. There are 4 must-have-ems in this game for the 49ers, and I think it is a huge day for CMC. That seems to be a week-by-week non-negotiable for the 49ers to be successful. They need that Shanahan formula to work today. They need to be their front runners. Like if you're ordering what you need today, I'll have the Shanahan. Take control of this game. Get an early lead. Sit on it. Play boring, clock-killing football. Just get out of here with a win today. That'll be enough, Kyle, if you can do that. I'll take the Shanahan special. You got to keep both Kyron Williams and Puka Nacua from going off at the very same time. Can't have special teams mistakes today. This game just kicked off without a special teams mistake, so that is good news. And let me tell you, you cannot lose a turnover battle today to Matthew Stafford. Beyond that, the 49ers might need to steal a possession today. So let's see if they might have a little special teams razzle-dazzle. The razzle-dazzle that Matthew Stafford has been putting on this league for the last handful of weeks has been very impressive. You just saw the stats, 16 touchdowns, no interceptions. Last 5 weeks, he's been cooking, and Matthew Stafford is in an MVP conversation. What does he look like today? Can the 49ers even make him uncomfortable with the way their defensive line is built? Stafford looks hunting big play, very first play of the game. I don't think that we got 2 feet down right there. That is an incomplete to start the day. 2nd and 10, but it was a dot from Stafford. He's good. He's going to be a problem today. There is no doubt about that. Yeah, out of bounds. So, underway from Levi Stadium. Again, welcome everyone. It's so good to have you back here. Let's see what the 49ers do today. Weird things happen in division games. 49ers need to have something a little weird happen today, I think, to win this game. Chalk says Rams probably are the better team today. But there is some serious division rivalry here. There is some serious internal knowledge of how to take apart the other team that both these coaches share. So anything can happen when these two are on the field. There should be a fun one today. I don't think it's going to be the blowout that some are predicting. I don't see an awful lot of blowouts in this matchup historically between Shanahan and McVay. They play tight. They do. It is a first down, nearly midfield. Rams, little bootleg action for Stafford, again, who's down there hunting some big darts, but he misses one, incomplete to Nacua on first down. Nacua just dropped that. Came in a little hot. Let's just see what we're talking about from a defensive line standpoint here. Let's just see what, if anything, looks like penetration early on here. Are you guys just playing patty cake with the Rams offensive line? Because if it's just patty cake, it could be a long day because Matthew Stafford can give you a long day. 2nd and 10. Stafford in the shotgun. He just gets that ball out so fast. First down. Finds Nacua. Again, what we need early on here to get a lot of folks on YouTube knowing that we're hanging out today is for you to hit that like button right now. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Nearly 300 people watching, but on YouTube, what are we looking at? Only 62 likes. This is unacceptable. We need a few more of those thumbs up right now. That was not a thumbs up play for the 49ers defense. Kyren Williams goes right up the middle. I mean, he just moved piles and yardage, picked up about 11 or 12 right there. Kyren Williams up the gut. '49ers defense certainly came out and got worked on that first drive in New York last week. It's going even more knife through butter right now for the Rams. 1st and 10 from outside the 30-yard line, the Niners' 30-yard line. Stafford going to hand off again. Williams tiptoes to the line, picks up about 3. Fuji, our very first super of the day. Congrats on IU football, Damon. Let me tell you, Fuji, my phone exploded yesterday. That was an awful lot of fun, man. Thank you very, very much. I've never been this happy on a college football Saturday since I went to college. Again, since before I went to college and I was haunted by Indiana football, I haven't been this happy on Saturdays and really forever. So it's fun. It's fun. Stafford gets one out on 2nd and 8. That is going to be brought in a little short. Allen on the reception, but we're looking at the first 3rd down of the day for the 49ers defense. Getting off the field on third down, it's bend, don't break, and third down is that's a non-negotiable down when all you got is bend, don't break. When you really can't affect a game with your defense, you're going to have to get a little bit lucky. You're going to have to play a whole lot of bit well on third down. Rams looking at short third to goes all season long. We got an early timeout or a flag here. What's going on? I think I got a timeout and a flag going on. It is a timeout. Okay, sorry. No flag there. Niners, again, feeling a little pressure to do something early in this game in terms of playing some defense here on this early third down. Shanahan and Saleh take an early timeout to just cool off the Rams offense here on an opening drive. I don't know, miscommunication. I don't know if that was a miscommunication or not, but it's all right. We got, what is it? Facet 925 says Brady loves Stafford. Well, I mean, Matthew Stafford is a quarterback to be admired, man. He might be getting old, but his arm is still 27 years old. It looks fantastic, and he's having a great year. He's mastered the position. You know, there's a certain level where, like, you know, you get that good as a quarterback, and it's universally, you got to respect it, and you got to respect it. By the way, Kyren Williams just takes it right up the middle against the 49ers on 3rd and 2 and picks up a first down easily. I'd say he picked up about 8 yards right there. Brady hates the Niners, and rightfully so. He did an interview this week where he said he lost his love for the 49ers when they passed on him in the draft all those times, but he lost an awful lot of love for every team in the NFL. But yeah, there's no doubt. He grew up rooting for the Niners. What might have been, could have been, would have been, should have been. It's one of the all-time screwed it ups. It really is. We got a pass to Devontae Adams that has the Rams just inside the 5-yard line. It is 1st and goal. And this is an awful lot of LA early on here. A very easy, just without problems, first opening drive for the Rams. Just a beautiful little move there from Adams on Renardo Green. And this is what the Rams offense looks like when you don't get any pressure on a quarterback. When you can run right up the middle with very, very, very little getting in your way of doing that. Kyren Williams, touchdown up the middle. There you go. And just like that, it is 7-0 Rams at Levi's Stadium. That is it's the way that last week started in New York. Terrible defensive drive began the game, and then the 49ers put the clamps down. Now, putting the clamps down on the New York Giants and the LA Rams, probably two totally different things. We got expect an angry, motivated Rams team after week 5. Yeah, look, the Rams, as they're trying to cobble together their path to the playoffs, you can talk about the 49ers' path to the playoffs becoming a little murkier to really see the way it goes with a loss today. How murky does it get for the Rams if they lose today, they're 0-3 in division games and been swept by the Niners? Like, how good the Rams season has been going with a loss today, they're not going to be happy with the situation they're in. The Rams are coming in here angry for sure, Joe. Rams need this one as much as the Niners need it, and you could say because of the Niners already picking up a win, they need it even more. Thank you, Joe. We got Bill M5518 says, we didn't need Quinnen Williams. Hey, Quinnen Williams would have cost you an awful lot. You know what you did need was Alfred Collins. Unfortunately, he's not in there today, and I'm not saying one guy is the other, but you've addressed the middle of this defensive line. Unfortunately, an awful lot of the solutions are injured, either severely or at least today. The good news is Bryce Huff is back. We'll see if Bryce Huff doesn't affect this game a little bit more than he certainly did there in that opening drive, as it was Rams right down the field. Oh my gosh, hold on. I got to get the score bug that is really the envy of all the networks out there. I don't think I need to put LA Rams, right? We know that. It's just Rams. We're good. Rams 7. 49ers. Nunca. There you go. All right. It is really good to have you here. Let me show you what I'm doing from a sleeper standpoint today. Let me show you where I am here for my sleeper picks. Again, I have really enjoyed playing sleeper. I have just not had a winning week in like 3 weeks here because I always add one more leg to my parlay than I should. Today, I really mixed it up. So I had a free pick that I've already hit on. Matthew Stafford over 1.5 passing yards. So the first leg is already in the barn there. I took Eddie Pinheiro over 1.5 field goals made today. It cannot be ask Christian McCaffrey to do it all day, especially with Brian Robinson having a little bit of an effect in that New York game last week. Over 14.5 rushing yards for Brian Robinson. I know I'm playing with fire there, but I took it anyways. And I went with Higbee over 17.5 receiving yards. I just thought the middle of the field might be open a little bit today for the Rams. So that's where my sleepers have been played today. Do what you need to do to find the right combination and make sure you sign up over at Sleeper with a $100 deposit match up to $100 when you use promo code Damon. Thank you very, very much. All right, first offensive possession for the day for the 49ers, and they're already just marching off 3 yards, or what's going on here? What are we looking at? $49ers will start with some decent field position. Ball at the 35. First play of the day. Mac Jones, doesn't automatically have like 4 Rams right in his lap on the first drop back of the day, and it's a completion to Jennings, picks up about 7. Okay, get it out. Early and often. Jake Brendel back at center today. Spencer Burford remains at left guard. Kendrick Bourne had himself a career day last time he saw the Rams. Let's see what Kendrick Bourne does again this afternoon. Niners are going to need him to make some plays today. Pitch out to McCaffrey to the right, and he is stopped, if not at, maybe even a little behind the line of scrimmage. Just plays that develop slowly have not been friendly to the 49ers running game. I mean, McCaffrey has to be coming downhill right away, getting to the outside. I don't know if he's got that incredible burst to do that anymore. He's still an incredible player, but he doesn't quite get to the outside like he used to. 3rd and 2. Don't want to start your day with a 3 and out. 49ers on 3rd and 2 have an incomplete pass to Jennings. Tight coverage all the way there. He was asking for a flag. He's not going to get it. And just like that, 49ers offense gets right off the field. That was not a good way to open your afternoon. Slant to Jennings. Again, Jennings came up looking for a flag. He needed to come up with that football. He did not. Thomas Selman, ready for your boy CJ West to show up. Again, it's been a good weekend for the Hoosiers. Hopefully that rubs off on CJ West and he gets a chance to make a play today. We have not really used CJ West's name in a football game that mattered in the NFL. Not yet in his career. I'm excited about him, but obviously they're not that excited about him. We have not seen much of him. Excuse me. It's a beggars cannot be choosers afternoon for this defensive line. Bang, bang, checking in. Actually got the game. There you go. It's the national game. So Barry in the Memphis market is able to watch it today. Barry, great to have you here. Great to have you as always. Tell Mary we said hello. 3 and out, predictable. See, I don't think it is predictable. I mean, I think, if you want to throw your little shade at Shanahan every now and then, you go right ahead. But normally, Shanahan's got a pretty good opening drive in his back pocket. Just didn't happen today. Already got harbingers of long day coming from Big Boy. Maybe. Already, Joel just dialing up 14-0. Hope you're wrong, because if we talk about how the Niners win today, and we got into it real quickly, again, my must list before this game even got underway today, must have a huge game from Christian McCaffrey. That basically feels non-negotiable in every game. The guy's the entire offense. Pretty much the biggest one-man army there is in all of football. Front running. That Shanahan formula that works to a frustrating, for some of you, degree of success. Again, you want Shanahan out of here years ago, but he keeps on winning these games because he does know how to get on a lead and sit on it. He obviously doesn't have that going for him right here. And getting down 14-0 to the Rams, that sounds like a great way to lose today. It absolutely does. So hopefully that does not happen. Again, you can't have Kyren Williams and Puka Nacua both have big games today. You got to kind of pick your poison right there. Niners got caught in both of them being all over that opening drive, and look at what happened. Cannot lose a turnover battle, especially when you're playing come from behind football, which, again, after one drive, the 49ers already are. So formula not underway. Not the best start, but it would be incorrect to say anything other than there's an awful lot of game left here. Over 500 watching across all platforms right now. Thank you very much. If you are in the room, we started this afternoon with 48,450 subs. Oh, we've already jumped 3 since the show has begun. Look at that. We're trying to get to 50 by the bye week. We're going to need you to get aggressive to get there. So go ahead and make that thing scroll like an odometer today, as the 49ers have themselves a very positive first play of their defensive drive. Oh, but we have offsides. Oh, that's why. That's why the 49ers got into the backfield so quickly. They were cheating. So offsides on Cleveland Farrell. And so free yardage is not not something you want to give too much of to Matthew Stafford today. So 1st and 5. Stafford, little play action. Oh, he's gotten pushed off his spot. Little pressure right there. He's going to have to throw one away, and he does. Stafford just flips his wrist and gets rid of that ball, setting up 2nd and 5. Some good pressure there. Sam Aquinu looked like he was, getting a little oomph on Stafford. Again, Mary says, hey, Damon and Jillian, thank you so much, Mary. Jillian, she's working hard for all of us today. Jillian has got the boys out. It is a gorgeous day. She's out in San Francisco with the boys, so we can all hang out here together during this game. 2nd and 5. Another little play action fake, just underneath pass from Stafford to Parkson. Also not negotiable. Like, subscribe, and eat it, Ikes. Thank you very much, Bree. I appreciate that. Oh, it's Brett Tucker, not Bree Tucker. Oh, no, excuse me. It's Brett Euchre? Is that it? I've always called you Bree Tucker. Is it Brett Euchre? Either way, Brett, thank you. It is Brett. Brett, thank you so much. I've been calling Brett Bree forever. Thank you, Brett. 1st and 10, and this is an awful lot of Kyren Williams just running with the football right here. Excuse me, that was Blake Corum running with the football. His fresh legs come in and take off a huge chunk of yards, and yeah, this is not good for the 49ers defense right here, right now. Do you use StreamYard when streaming or no? PWS. Yes, we are using StreamYard. Seems to sort of be the industry standard among the content creators. An awful lot of 49er fans watch. I see an awful lot of StreamYard out there, PWS. I am using StreamYard right here and now. 1st and 10, Stafford finds Nakua wide open downfield over midfield. That's probably what no, excuse me. That was Devondre Adams, not Nakua. Devontae Adams, man. Still a really good player. You put a good wide receiver with a good quarterback. Those two guys who are getting old find themselves with a little bit more youth. Oh, we got Tatum Bethune down. We got an injury timeout. Have we gotten lost between Bethune and New York City here? Oh, that's not good if that is Tatum Bethune. I mean, Tatum Bethune has been this team's single best tackler since Fred Warner has gone down. He is in on almost every tackle. He's a tackling machine. He might not play the pass as well as Fred Warner does, but this guy is a machine. And if you lose him today, I mean, the football gods just are telling you it ain't gonna be your year, and that's that. Getting dominated by the Rams front, Joe, yeah, so far it has been all LA up front early and on. They're controlling the line of scrimmage, and it's not a good start for the 49ers defense, and it's been a very good start for the Rams offense. Just looking at some of the early numbers here. You know, we are 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Already got 9 first downs for the Rams, 109 total yards. Again, the 49ers, no first down and 8 yards right now, 7.8 yards per play. That is an unsustainable level of defense for the 49ers. So, yeah, things got to start getting tight here soon. I mean, to me, the goal right now is make sure it's only 10-0 after this drive. Make sure it's only 10-0. Because if you go down 14-0 early on here, it ain't good. Stafford won't need a shower today. Super genius. I hope he needs a shower today. This could be worse than the Texans game. If they get beat up front all day long, it will be reminiscent of the Texas game. Playing the refs today, Damon, I can see it. No, this is... Hold on, we got Tom Brady circling defensive linemen. Bethune's going into the blue tent. That's not good. Tatum Bethune ducks into the blue tent as the Rams are throwing a little screen pass that sets up beautifully. Man, everything McVay's dialing up is just working to perfection right here. Hey, we're getting spammed early on. That means the show's working. Thank you very much. Hit like and subscribe. Cheers to you all. This is a Rams team that is just outside the Niners 20-yard line right now here. Stafford, direct in traffic all day. He could order a pizza, decides to let one go and throws it out of bounds. Nice coverage down there, 49ers secondary. Stafford had plenty of time. But nobody came open. $123 to 8 yards. Yikes. Yeah, well, you've ran 3 plays. Another first half obliteration, or not first half, excuse me, first quarter. Oh, and this is just, oh my goodness, we're not tackling today. Puka Nacua just took a screen and basically walked it in from about 20 yards out, and that is just not good. That is just not good. Terrible start. Terrible start for the 49ers. The only thing that is a saving grace is there's still an awful lot of football left to play today, and that could also mean things get extremely ugly unless there is a massive turnaround starting on the very next offensive possession. So, very first thing I told you, well, second thing I told you, the front-running formula that you need, you ain't got that going for you today. So you're playing uphill already against a Rams team that leads 14-0. Oh my. That is just a rough start. There's just no doubt about that, kids. Hey, trying to keep it positive, trying to tell you that the year is probably already somewhere where it shouldn't even be. The Niners have one of the most pathetic point differentials you'll see a winning team have this late in the season. It's been held together with duct tape. It's been held together with spackle. The dam could bust open today unless things turn around quickly. Very, very quickly. Let me tell you what you need to do quickly if you officially want to have a little lunch by the time it gets to halftime. It's time to call Ike's right now. It's time to open up that DoorDash. It's time to open up that Uber Eats. It's trying to open up your Ike's app, which you should have downloaded years ago. Join that Love Rewards program. You get a free sandwich when you sign up. And man, my man Ike has just got something for you right here, right now. Great day to order a Damon Bruce. These might be the only rings a 49er fan sees for a while. Let's be honest. You get onion rings on that sandwich. That's a good-looking sandwich. It's a better-looking sandwich than it is broadcaster, that's for sure. There's a reason why I was on the radio, kids. You weren't supposed to see this, but here we are. Terribly sorry. Get yourself a delicious sandwich. Get yourself to the Dubliner, West Portal in San Francisco, especially, by the way, you want to talk about, hey, honey, let's go do something. Take your girl to West Portal. Great bars to pop into, obviously, Dublin or West Portal, chief among them. But there's all kinds of just little great pop-in places. Got a candy shop, you got Shaw's, you got Elena's, you got burger joints, you got pizza places, you got Italian joints, you got Chinese food. West Portal is maybe the most underrated block in all of San Francisco. Say hi to Kenny and John for me when you get there. Thank you so much to them for supporting what we do over here. Thank you for supporting what we do over here. And I need you to all lean in and tap that thumbs up button right here, right now. Tap that thumbs up button. Bring more people to this show, more people hanging out with us today. The more you interact with this show, the more you get in those chats and in the comments, the more people will be brought here. Order Ike's for Stafford. Put him in a food coma. Can we force feed him? Can we go full on like foie gras Stafford? Can you run the foie gras defense? All right. Couple more supers coming on in here. Let's see what the 49ers do on 1st and 10 here. It is time, if anything, to pick up a couple of first downs and give your defense a rest. McCaffrey carries for a couple. Line getting dominated early up front by the Rams. Joe, I think we already got that, and you're right. That is happening so far. Seattle is murdering Arizona. Hoping for a wild card. Well, I'm going to tell you, if the 49ers finish 4-4, they're a 10-win football team. Today's one of those days where a lot of people thought they were going to lose. If you put this one into the win column, my God, now you're talking as bad as this year has gone. You could be an 11-win football team, but let's just worry about them one at a time right here, right now. 9-8's out there. MKG, 9-8's out there. Even with the loss today, 9-8's out there. PWS saying Larry ruined it all. Kruger jinxed us. The Rams are going to blow the doors off the 49ers this past Tuesday. He spoke it into existence. Damn you, Larry. Damn you, Larry. I wish we could affect games with the way we talked about them. God, we could have made so much money. 2nd and 12 off schedule here on yet another offensive series. Mac Jones loads up, fires one. Hey, diddle diddle. What a catch by George Kittle. I mean, Kittle had to go full extension diamond pattern to pull that one in. Gorgeous catch by George Kittle. That's his nicest catch of the year. Look at it. Wow, George. Holy shit. The momentum of the ball even pulled his hands and maybe even his entire body over the first down line. Mac Jones zips one in. George Kittle. Gorgeous catch right there. Beautiful catch. 1st and 10 as the Niners approach midfield. Mac Jones, little play action. He's trying to hunt something else downfield. He finds Jennings. We got a flag on the play. Where is that flag coming from? That could be against the Rams defense. Hopefully this isn't against the Niners. Niners aren't in position today to just be giving up things. Oh, by the way, is every ref right now, it's against the Rams. Is every ref right now on steroids in this league? Look at this guy. Look at this referee. This guy's hitting more preacher curls than any player in this game getting ready for today. I'm serious. I need that head official to pee in a cup. Incomplete to McCaffrey. Delays suck. Joe Martinez, let's see. Hopefully we're not too far behind you. I got 3:24 on a stopped clock right now. Maybe when the clock starts ticking for me, maybe you can all sync it up as best you can. Mac Jones looking to snap this ball right here to start the clock. On my TV, he just snapped it. 3-step drop. Jennings in the middle. Oh, he fumbled it. Oh, my God. Jennings had a first down and fumbled the ball. Oh, my God. So you cannot play. You're trying to come from behind football. They are down 14-0. Jennings just had that ball knocked right out. Oh, you are not a $20 million a year player. You're just not. Landman just came out there and just absolutely stripped them. Well, now you're up against it. Oh, my God. Bad. Are you synced up now? Here, let's see if you're synced up to where we are in this game. The Niners are in an awful lot of fucking trouble. If you are at the same point in time in the game, we are totally synced up right now. The Niners are officially in an awful lot of trouble. Hopefully the delay isn't too bad. Not good. Man, dude, Jennings is just a player who, I mean, maybe you knew you were up against it when you were putting that much faith in Jennings to take you through a football season by himself. Maybe that alone should have let us know, where you hope to go and where you think you might be going this year. Maybe you're not going to get all the way there because of just that alone. Jennings is on all team good. He's not on all team great, not even close. And he has been less than all season long. A little bit hurt, a little bit frustrated, a a little bit unaffected, a little bit no good, all the way around. That's a little bit bad. By the way, we have over 400 people just watching on YouTube alone. Thanks to all of you for being here right now. If all of you, since you're watching on YouTube, could tap that thumbs up button, I'd really appreciate it. We have nearly 800 people watching with a whole bunch on Twitter, few on Twitch. Yes, we're streaming on Twitch once again. Why? Why not? And thank you all for being here. Hit like and subscribe if you would, please. We're trying to get to we're trying to get to 50,000 subs by the bye week. And let me tell you, with the way that the Niners are playing, I don't know if we're going to get there. This is the people are going to start to get pissed off portion of the season, but we are trying to get to 50,000. If you are watching right now and you are not subscribed, how are you going to come back here next week? How are you going to be a part of this growing YouTube channel? I hope you choose to be a part of it. I really, really do. Thank you so much for coming on by. Oh, there's one right now. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so very much to all of you. And look, man, I don't know if there's been a worse start to a game for the Niners this year. I mean, as bad as it was in Houston, it wasn't, a turnover fest down 14-0 against a team that is moving the ball like knife through butter. Kyron Williams trying to run this one up the middle. He is facing a little resistance right there. By the way, the clock is ticking. I'm at 3 minutes on mark. Ready? 3 minutes. 2:59, 58, 57, 56. If you're trying to sync up the broadcast, 53, 52, 51. Thanks for trying. When I'm in charge of YouTube, we're going to get ESPN back on YouTube, and we're going to fix this delay even further. Good news, Tatum Bethune is back on the field. He needs to be for the 49ers. He went into the blue tent. He came out of it. He's back on the field. Good news, Tatum Bethune. He's tough. He's a hockey player. 49ers, interception? No, Jair Brown? No, it looks like he caught that on the bounce, took it off the ground. But an incomplete pass from Stafford. I thought that Jair might have gotten his fingers underneath that. It was to Devontae Adams. Nope, that bounced right in front of Jair Brown. Third and 6. And if there were ever a down where the 49ers needed to get off the field, it is right here, right now. Big 3rd and 6. I mean, it's almost third and ball game right here for the 49ers defense. It's a slight exaggeration, but not really by much. They cannot give up another score right here and really expect a win today. First down and more. Nacua. Hard to bring down. That was way too easy. Way too easy. They match him up against Upton Stout, and Stout is going to have his hands full all day with that matchup. I mean, Nacua is just like twice the size of Upton Stout. Got bullied by a bigger man. 1st and 10 from the 40. Rams looking to just make it a miserable afternoon at Levi's Stadium. Kyron Williams, right up the middle. Picks up about 6. Again, thanks for the supers. It's a shame that they don't value the offensive line. Well, D. Watts 49, let me tell you, the bill for that, for not learning that lesson is starting to hit the table. There's no doubt about it. And I don't think they can ignore it anymore. They can't. And that's why they didn't add Sauce Gardner or Quinnen Williams or Trey Hendrickson or the big name at the deadline, because you need the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round picks next year to address the problems and the sins of this offensive line. If we got to delay a game right there, did the Rams get a timeout in? Rams did take a timeout there. They were flirting with a delay a game. Joe coming again says, Jennings makes a clown mistake in every loss. J-off. You can spell jerk off, I think. Or is it a jag off or jerk off? I don't know. But again, Joe, we're all adults here for the most part. You can just let her rip. You don't need to write ampersand. when you're swearing here. This isn't the New York Times. Second and 3 as we get back to this one. 171 yards so far for the Rams, and we've got a minute remaining in the first quarter. Oh, my God. $171 yards to 50. First down, up the middle. Everything the Rams want is there all damn day. Wow. First and 10. A decent defensive snap. Williams is brought down at the line of scrimmage. Haven't seen many decent defensive snaps. Of course, Tatum Bethune in on the tackle. That's it for the first quarter, boys and girls. That was absolutely brutal. As bad of a quarter of football as you've seen the 49ers play in a long time. Every worry, every pregame concern, all the pregame hand-wringing of the negative things that might happen today have all happened. Every single thing that is going to move the 49ers into the loss column are the only things we've seen so far. The 49ers have not defended themselves as a football team at all today. They have not accounted for any semblance of success to be expected so far in this game. And you don't usually say that. Again, if the Rams come in here today and beat the Niners in a close one, that wouldn't have surprised me at all. A lay down and die football game, even under the bad circumstances that the 49ers are in, isn't something that we see an awful lot of. There's 3 quarters left here today, but you have not seen a worse start than this one. You really haven't. That's bad. PWS comes in again. Hell of a forced fumble by that Rams defense. Look, it was impressive. There's no doubt. Nate Landman just came in there and punched that thing out. He punched that out like it was textbook. You cannot expose the football like that if you're Juwan Jennings. You cannot fumble the ball. You just can't. You can't catch it and then fumble it and say that you had a plus possession in any way, shape, or form. It was just that can't happen. The Rams draft better than the 49ers. Lotus 98. I don't even think there's anything to debate there. The Rams have drafted better. And the Rams were also the team that started the whole, F them picks phenomenon. While they were F'ing them picks, they won a Super Bowl. When they drafted better, well, they've been able to move right on from that post-Aaron Jones era really without a skip and a heartbeat. They're still very, very good. And what we need to admit and acknowledge is that Sean McVay is really good at this. This guy's an outstanding coach. Jay Boogie says it's not about hitting on draft picks. It's about having coaches who can develop draft picks. Well, it's both. It's never all one thing and none of the other. And don't tell me that Kyle hasn't developed guys. You're 6-3 with a bunch of backups everywhere. I mean, just a ball flipped to Higbee What'd Higbee just pick up right there? $15 yards to Tyler Higbee. Let me just tell you, from a sleeper standpoint, that ain't a bad thing for me. At some point, I'm just going to start rooting for my own outcome here. F it. The Rams have the division, then Seattle. I'd rather have the Rams than division, then Seattle. Hold on. F it. Rather have Rams win division than Seattle. Oh, you'd rather have the Rams win it all other than Seattle. I'd rather the Niners win the division, and that's still out there for them. Even with this terrible start. That's it. Again, there's a lot of football left in the year. If there's any successful football today, though, we haven't seen it yet. Have not even come close to seeing this one yet. Just trying to hold Stafford to a field goal right here is what this team needs. Never mind. Touchdown, back of the end zone to Davis Allen. Wow. It is 21-0 as soon as this point after is made. Woof. Stafford was just looks like he was going to almost throw that one away, and then he just got he's throwing in. There was double coverage on Davis, and then he just popped wide open. Yeah. I mean, at some point here, I might have to call this fight and go and join my beautiful wife and my adorable children at a playground. Just sitting here watching the 49ers get axe murdered together. Man. This is bad. This is all day and night long bad. You know what here, Wes? I'm not even going to give you it's still early anymore. No, it's getting late early today. Damon, are we going to make it to a halftime speech today? Mike Val, San Francisco. I don't think so. Here's the thing. We ain't quitting. We play hurt. We're not going anyway. Got Damon, you need a moderator to ban the spam of illegal websites. Hey, man, that just means it's working. That just means people want in here. That means we got an audience people are trying to notch onto. I can't help you there. People want what we got, and what we got right here is a bottle of bourbon rye. And if we, this is a little bullet. I believe we are going to get into this one today. Why wouldn't we? It does seem like a drink it if you got it type of football game. What we're really looking for, though, are 50 supers to trigger automatic bottle buffoonery. But holy mackerel. Just terrible. Terrible, terrible today. You know, this is one that here's the thing, if you really, really, really just want to get as angry as humanly possible about your football team, I still think today's a little bit of a day that if you do that, you're admitting to everyone you didn't really understand what it was looking like coming in. Niners have been playing on that balance beam bad. And today I think they're falling off a little bit. Oh, was that the 400th touchdown of Matthew Stafford's career? Oh, Doug. This is a really good question, Doug. Hold on. Where is he? Doug Greenberg says, the question is, when do we see Jimmy G? I mean, if Sean McVay really does want to put the cigarette out right in the middle of Kyle Shanahan's forehead, he's got Jimmy G in there mid third quarter, fourth quarter today. You can have Stafford play out the half, obviously. Oh, I haven't even really thought about that. Could you imagine Jimmy G comes into this game and they just keep on obliterating the 49ers? That would be bad. How could this get worse? Doug, you just invented it. That's how that gets worse. All right. Let's see how many first downs the 49ers can pick up here. Let's see how many first downs they can generate on this drive. Meanwhile, another touchdown for the Seahawks. 35-0. Seattle is leading Arizona. So we're watching an awful lot of separation between the Rams, the Seahawks, and the rest of the NFC West, which unfortunately the Niners are on the wrong side of that equation. A little pitch back to Christian McCaffrey, who does pick up the first down on second and third. That's good. Again, the Niners have officially reached the you better score right now portion of this day. Damon, get the 12-year bullet. Totally worth it. Thank you. We will keep an eye on that. Oh, we got a lot of supers. Justin Bone 11, F this, I'm going to Ike's. Well, thank you very much for going to Ike's. You can watch this on your way to Ike's. You can take me in your pocket with you. By the way, download the Damon Brews podcast. Don't miss a thing. So thank you very, very much. We got SF Indigo. Sleeper fucked up and listed over-under odds for Brock Purdy. You made about 500 with your sponsor. Here's to thank you back. Did they put Brock in there today? Craig's is saying, Craig's Kitchen, let's start drinking. Thank you very much. He's trying to make it happen with a amount of supers. Norris Mitchell's been a member of the Initiated for 1 month. And by the way, speaking of members of the Initiated, George Kittle remains a member of the Initiated. He will be initiated into the Hall of Fame one day. Big play there for George Kittle. Hey, diddle, diddle, right in the middle. Niners need to do something. Okay, already drinking straight from the wine bottle. This is embarrassing, Chef Eugene. I mean, I'm not embarrassed for you. I get it. Hoping we use some draft capital on an offensive line this next year. Euchre, just like Bob. Brett Euchre. Thank you, Brett. Not Bree Tucker. All right, Brian Robinson goes around left side, picks up a first down. Strong run for Brian Robinson. His first touch of the afternoon. I'm going to tell you, unless the 49ers score right here, right now, this needs to turn into a Brian Robinson game, if only thing to just preserve Christian McCaffrey. It's one of the reasons why I didn't play a Christian McCaffrey sleeper pick today, because I thought if this one did get out of hand, Brian Robinson, we're going to see a lot of them. Brian Robinson gets carry again here. He's fighting for no yards, but he fought hard for them. Damon, don't go to the park. I need my therapy. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, Joe. Thank you very much. Here we are, 2nd and 8. Where are the 49ers going on 2nd and 8? They are in the Rams red zone, by the way. Pass to McCaffrey. McCaffrey picks up about 6, leaving the Niners at 3rd and 2. Got to have something here. Damian Geppetto says, Damon Geppetto? Either way, thank you. Who's worse at commentary between Brady or Stephen A. Smith? Well, they're two totally different jobs. I don't think either at enough to be paid what they are getting paid. Look at it that way. McCaffrey carries one up the middle. He's a little short. He's looking at a fourth down now. The 49ers are, and it's got to be in go for it territory. Yeah, 4th and 1. Fourth and 1. 49ers from the 11-yard line of the Rams. Got to have it right here. They hand it off to McCaffrey, who gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage. I thought for sure we were going to be talking about a Mac Jones quarterback sneak. Christian McCaffrey just cannot get around to the right side. Oh, my God. He went around the left side, and he got stopped short. What is that? Again, Kyle Shanahan, what are you doing? That's not a good call, Kyle. I mean, what's working today? We're gonna get upset over any one thing today, but that was bad. So, quick recap of that drive. Let's take our first tug today. Does it feel like the right time to take a tug? I think it's tug time. Let me tell you about the Indiana Hoosiers winning in Happy Valley. Because a lot of people are saying, well, Penn State's not very good this year, so that's not impressive. To go the full length of the field, no timeouts, when you get sacked on the first down of the damn drive, 3 huge completions, including the Indiana University equivalent of the catch by Dwight Clark. Oh, my God. That's one of the Indiana remains undefeated. Then this morning, we beat Marquette. Go Hoosiers, go Niners, and go all of you, my kind of folks. Thank you for being here today. We got nearly 1,000 people hanging out. We're over 900. Let's get to 1,000. Bring them all in here, and I need you all to hit subscribe. We will not reach our goal of getting to 50,000 subs by the bye week unless everyone gets aggressive right here, right now. Let's see if this ticks while I sip. Cheers. Yeah. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Subs this season. I hear you. I hear you. Are you going to let the 49ers stand in the way of my success, though? Come on. Why would you do that? 50K. We're trying to get there. Again, trying to get to 50K by the bye week, probably a little bit too aggressive. But if you don't set big goals, you'll never be big time. Man, McCaffrey just got gobbled up right there. Terrible. Terrible call. Kyle knows it. He's like, what the fuck? Let me tell you, Trent Williams ain't who he used to be. Well, the only good news today is that the Rams have terrible starting field position, and on the very first play of the drive, CJ West knocks the pile back. Kyron Williams goes down. Boom. Oh, no, excuse me. There's Blake Corum. Just had his feet go out from underneath him. The rare 2nd and 10. Another good defensive play. Another good defensive play for the 49ers. All right, now's the time to, start playing. Sure. Joe coming in saying, Damon, don't go to the park. Not going to the park. Thank you, Joe. Eddie D would not put up with this. Oh, you can bet on it. Anthony, thank you very, very much. Look, Eddie D could not wave a magic wand to prevent this team from getting injured the way it does. I don't know if Eddie D could have solved this. This team needs 2 more drafts to fix this shit. Joseph? Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate how many guys they missed on, and you're looking some of that bill coming to the table. Brett has nothing to say, but puts $10 in the ganja jar. I thank you very much, Brett. Thank you so very, very much. This is Joe again saying, good thing that Patrick Hansen doesn't go to the witching hour for the late window, because these 3 games are going to be running out of backups by the fourth quarter. Oh, yeah, so it's all ugly here in the late window. So, yeah, Scott Hansen, there will be no, or Patrick Hansen either, probably not going to have one. But, yeah, the witching hour ain't going to be that scary for anybody with blowout city almost everywhere you look right now, right? You want to go just rooting for fantasy points at this point? You go right ahead. I am become Death Destroyer of words. Do it. Damon, you are way behind. I am way, way behind here. Sorry about that. Is there anything I can do to catch up? I am where I am in terms of let's see, anything else I can do? I've got my delayed off. Broadcast delayed decreased. I'm as caught up as YouTube TV is going to let me be caught up. It is 3rd and 6th right now with 7:01 remaining in the second on my TV. Stafford. Stafford throws incomplete over the hands of Ferguson. And for the first time today, we are going to see a punt by the LA Rams. I mean, the way that this game began, I didn't think that seeing a punt by the LA Rams was going to be a part of today. I really didn't. Didn't think that was going to be part of today. So good to see it here. Can special teams do anything to try to pull the 49ers back into this game? Punts away. Sky Moore takes an end-over-end kick. Oh, and he's got a little room to run. Sky Moore over the 50. Sky Moore over the 40. Sky Moore gets it down to about the 35-yard line, and one of his better contributions to the 49ers of the year. Thank you, Sky Moore. Good to see it. PWS thought we were getting the fumble 2.0. No, you got Sky Moore, baby. You need Sky Moore on that wall. You want Sky Moore on that wall. Hey, for the 49ers to have any shot at all, they need to score here. They need to get the Rams off the field again, and they're going to need to score when they get the ball to start the third quarter. Throw short to McCaffrey. Does not go far at all. Your 3 first possessions for the 49ers, it is a punt, a fumble, and then a turnover on downs. It has been a rough one. I was talking about the almost butt fumble. You want to talk about the butt fumble? How about Mark Sanchez? Not only did he have the butt fumble, but he fumbled the bag. He's out at Fox. Mark Sanchez, because he had to stab some DoorDash delivery driver or vice versa, allegedly in Indianapolis, is out I'm guessing $1 million a year job with Fox. Maybe next time you go to bed hungry there. Throw from Mac Jones to Juwan Jennings. Okay. First down. Ball at the 25. Pitch back to McCaffrey. Again, these plays haven't worked at all today. That's the third one that Shanahan has run to really no effect at all. Those pitch backs to McCaffrey just they ain't working. Can they throw downfield? How about taking a shot? Hey, who's good enough to get open downfield? Have they got a wide receiver who's good enough to do that? I don't know if they do. Demarcus Robinson hardly even plays. You got Sky Moore getting scrimmage snaps. Juwan Jennings is a disappointment. They've drafted how many guys on this team that were supposed to come and be better wide receivers? Jordan Watkins included, Jacob Cowling, Danny Gray. The list of who were those guys goes on and on and on and on. It's frustrating. And now it's 3rd and 5. Third and 5, what you got? What you got? It's 4-down territory, to say the least. And the 49ers throw to Kittle short of the sticks, and I don't think he caught it. Are they saying he went down and then lost the ball? I mean, 4th and 2. It's 4th and 2. Kyle, for the second time, is going for it on 4th down here today. Terrible play that went nowhere. Flip to McCaffrey around the left-hand side is how the first 4th down was addressed. And on 4th and 2, they're going to talk about it. Timeout. So let me show you where I am in terms of this sleeper play right here and right now. Okay, first of all, thanks so much for being here today. Thank you to our sponsors. Again, you have probably missed your window to get an Ike's to your house by halftime, unless you're going to go out and run one and get it yourself. Ike's is a fantastic place to get a sandwich. Get one. If you order it now, it'll be there by the end of this 49er game if you live in delivery distance, and boy, I hope you do. If you live anywhere in San Francisco, you know about the Dubliner West Portal. This is just an awesome bar full of locals, not Patagonia vest wearing douchebags. It is locals, normal San Franciscans, Dubliner West Portal, my kind of spot. And Sleeper, sign up with promo code Damon. Do it right now. Find yourselves with $100 deposit match on that first deposit. And my plays today, Tyler Higbee, over 17.5 receiving yards. He is already on his way to filling that out. We got Brian Robinson. Let's see. Higbee is at 1 catch for 15 yards. Okay. We got Brian Robinson. He's looking to go 14.5. Brian Robinson, already over, baby. He's got 17 rushing yards. As long as he's not out there taking losses, that's come in. I got a free play on Stafford over 1/2 receiving yards. Now I'm worried about Eddie Pinheiro because I don't know if Kyle is going to be. Wait, did I miss the play? Did I miss the play on 4th and 1? What the hell just happened? Well, I was talking, trying to do a promo. Let me get this down. What did I just miss? No, it's 4th and 2. Okay, still 4th and 2. What, we had a challenge to see if there was a first down there. I don't even care anymore. 4th and 2. All that matters, biggest play of the year, right here, right now. What do you got? Mac Jones on 4th and 2. He's got a completed pass to George Kittle. We got a flag on the play. Man, George Kittle just fighting through some good coverage there, too. He was even interfered with. He still came down with it. There you go, George Kittle. George Kittle. A very needed 1st and goal. There is A clear formula that is unfolding in front of our eyes right here, right now. 49ers must score a touchdown here, must not let LA answer, and they get the ball to start the third quarter. You score there, this football game takes on a much different flavor. Touchdown, Jennings. 49ers needed that. A touchdown to Jennings makes it 21-7 because we just believe in Eddie Pinheiro. We're not worried about Eddie Pinheiro point after touchdowns the way that we used to be worried about Jake Moody. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to tack that 7 on right now and feel really good about it. And man, did the 49ers need that. Oh my, they needed that one badly. There is still nothing but Mount Everest in front of them in this game. They haven't done very little to slow down anything that looks like the Rams got an offense today. I've been requested to do a bottle pull. It must have been, look at it this way. When I did start drinking, the 49ers did start scoring. That is undeniable. By the way, more people are coming into the room. About 950 people watching across all platforms. Welcome to all of you. This game has been a shaving cream pie to the face to this point. For the first time, the 49ers wiped just a little shaving cream off their face. It is 21-7. Lyle, bottle pull. I'll do it. And by the way, never for a minute think that this is apple juice. It ain't. Again, I know getting spammed is bad. What would be even worse is if we had a channel that wasn't worth spamming. Thank you, Lyle. Yeah, got a little bullet today. Nothing fancy. I got a couple fancy bottles upstairs that I haven't even opened yet. I got a really nice one from Irwin at the last Plus Mania. I haven't even cracked that one open yet. Gonna wait on that. This is a very good question. Michael says, hey, Damon, just curious, where is John Lund? I don't know. I've reached out to John to join the channel a couple of times, and normally whenever I text John, he gets right back to me. I haven't heard back from John. I don't know if he's out of town. I don't know if he took a little vacation or is just taking a break, reassess. I don't know. But I love John Lund, man. That's a really good, hard work and talented guy, and I want nothing but the best for him. So, John, if you're watching, good to see you. I'm reporting and blocking for you, Damon. It's not a good look for that to happen on your live stream. What am I going to do? What am I going to, who's trying to impress anybody? Oh, geez. Any Pappy Van Winkle? Tyler Black? The single fastest way to spot a whiskey poser is the dude who's holding the bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. I think Pappy Van Winkle is the single most overrated, oversold, alcoholic lie that we're told. It's really good whiskey. It's not $300 better than any bottle I've ever purchased. I am here to tell you that Pappy Van Winkle is, if you're buying Pappy Van Winkle whiskey, you deserve as much like credit to be fashion forward as the woman who goes out and buys a Versace purse or whatever. Like any douchebag could have done that. You get, I'm telling you right now, it's overrated. Very overrated. All right. What wouldn't be overrated would be getting off the field here and not letting the Rams score again. As a matter of fact, if the 49ers want to win today, they cannot let the Rams turn this into even a field goal, I would imagine. They have to bow their necks defensively for maybe the first and only time this half. Second and 3, 2:44. Clock is ticking. Stafford, little pressure on him. Stafford brought down from behind for the first time today. Matthew Stafford is brought down. Is this Keon White on the sack? Little Calais Davis and Keon White. Two of them will split a sack on that one. 3rd and 8. Are the Rams going to get this one off before the 2-minute warning? They're trying to, but they won't. We're at the 2-minute warning, boys and girls. Philip, Don, Michael Johnson. Damon, how much did you drink watching that Indiana game yesterday? I was more smoking yesterday afternoon than I was drinking yesterday afternoon because I had a long day. Again, that game kicked off at 9 a.m. our time. So, it's a little aggressive to get right after it at that hour when you got kids. Couple more supers coming in here at the 2-minute warning. We got Joe saying, now the fumble and the turnover on downs are huge. Yeah, you just cannot give the Rams chances to beat you. You cannot help them because they were coming in to beat you anyways. And if you're going to help them, you're in trouble. This is lock the gates on LA and leave them that way. Again, I don't think this is a team that has that ability. Bend, don't break is as intimidating, I think, as this defense gets all year. This is not an intimidating defense. The question is, can it be serviceable? When the 49ers have a serviceable, holds teams to league averages defense, they're going to be in more games than they're out of. But this has just been way too much Rams, early and often. Again, we'll go over where these teams are at the half. I won't start clobbering you over the head with statistics right now. But it's been all LA. To the point where, not that we're going to go Mr. Positivity over here. It's kind of amazing that the 49ers are only down 2 scores. It really is. That's how bad this day has been. The catch the boy from IU made was top decade. Omar Cooper made the Indiana University equivalent of the catch. That is the greatest catch. That is the greatest single play in the history of the football program, I believe. And there are enough people who don't give a shit about Indiana football telling me that that's one of the greatest catches they've ever seen. The body control, the ability to get the foot down, at the pressure, the moment, the situation. I think Mendoza locked up the Heisman. I really did. 3rd and 8. Matthew Stafford, first down. Damn it. Adams comes open, sits down, gets the first down. That. Again, Niners just going to keep it in we're in trouble mode all day today, aren't they? Yes, they are. 1st and 10. Approaching 90 seconds remaining in the half. Stafford is looking to load up and attack downfield. He finds Adams again for another first down. I mean, just 10-yard chunks everywhere he looks all day long. Couldn't be easier. Stafford was looking for Adams on a 3rd straight pass. Downfield, Bernardo Green covered it well. 2nd and 10, incomplete. But Stafford was looking for 6 right there. 2nd and 10. Minute 24. Stafford changing plays. He's going to get this one off. He does with a second left. Little pressure right in his face. He throws incomplete. Okay, that's going to stop the clock and bring up 3rd and 10. Again, what are you on 3rd down? What are you on 3rd down today? Because if you ain't getting off the field here on 3rd down, man, I don't know you're winning today. So you better be something special right here, right now. Rams are out of timeouts. Stafford looks a little confused. 8 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 10. Stafford gets the ball, drops back, fires downfield. Oh, Renardo Green, nearly an interception. Oh, he nearly had it. Renardo Green. Oh, that was Stafford's most questionable throw of the day. Green nearly picked it off, but it will bring up 4th and 10. 4th and 10. So the Niners are going to get the ball back with 1:10 to play and 2 timeouts. We'll give this punt about 5 seconds here. Let's see what happens. The Niners are like, we're going to just keep it on 1 interception all year. You don't need more than that. That ball takes a Niner bounce. And they're going to get the ball at the 20. So we'll see what the Niners want to do here. I don't think there's a single reason in the world why they shouldn't be aggressive and try to get points. Wrong time to be conservative, and the right time to maybe, with a little bit of a miracle drive here, climb back into this football game. They will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So what they do in the remaining, what are we talking, 66 seconds. 66 seconds and 2 timeouts here for the 49ers. Mac Jones loads up down the middle of the field. He finds Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings. Okay, that's the first down play you needed to do something on this drive. Mac Jones looks across the middle, finds Demarcus Robinson for a 1st down. Ball is now at the 50. Shanahan calls his 2nd timeout. And in the blink of 2 plays, the 49ers are in attack mode here and at the 50-yard line. Let's see. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 from the 50. Mac Jones. Woo! That was a ball that was tipped up. He was looking for Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings is getting up, throwing a little bit of a hissy fit. He wanted a flag right there. I think the defender got there right at the right time. Yeah, that's not pass interference. Christian McCaffrey had to help bat that ball back to the earth, so there was no interception city on that one. Little playing with fire right there from the 49ers. That could have gone really poorly. 2nd and 10, 31 seconds. What are you doing? Get this ball off. This is going to be delay a game. Good. Dude, the 49ers have no hurry-up offense to speak of. They can't go any faster? Jesus, Kyle. I mean, seriously? How do you get a delay a game when you know the entire world knows that you are in go as fast as you can mode? Niners just lollygagging. Look, Juwan Jennings isn't going to get a call out there. No one gives it 2 no calls for JJ. What the fuck, PWS? Yeah, no one gives a shit about Juwan Jennings coming up and throwing a hissy fit. He's not going to get a call. You're going to have to cut his head off to get a pass interference call. Another target in the middle to Juwan Jennings. Scary. Incomplete. Could have been an interception. 3rd and 15 now because of the delay of game. Third and 15, 27 seconds, 1 timeout. 49ers are on the wrong side of their own 50-yard line. Mac Jones going to have to really uncork a big one right here. He throws underneath to George Kittle, who tries to take it up the sideline a little bit. No dice. So 19 seconds to go. 4th down. Niners are just going to punt it away. I mean, I don't know. Do you really need to punt it away here? Can't you go for it? You can't play defense for like 18 seconds if you don't pick up the first down? I guess not today. What a conservative and sloppy end of the half for the 49ers offense. There is no one who plays for the 49ers who is cloaked in glory at all. Saron Neal, nice down of that punt right there. But that is that's unimpressive. I mean, that is just an unimpressive end to the half for the 49ers offense. They're like redefining unimpressive so far in this game. In a weird, strange, and crazy way, though, they're not totally out of it. I won't tell you that they're in this game, but they're not totally out of it. They will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, and, should that become a touchdown, this is then a 1-possession game, and whenever that's on, it's game on once again. But that was an awful half of football. Period. End of story. Full stop. Awful half of football for the San Francisco 49ers. And we're going to take a look at it all here at the half. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being a part of this show. Let me go ahead, remove this, and just tell you it's wonderful to have you. As we move into our halftime show here, just got to start by thanking our sponsors. We won't take up too much of your time doing that, but I hope you already did order your Ikes. If you did it when the game began, hopefully you're having a delicious halftime. My man Ike's got a growing restaurant empire. Hopefully a sandwich that he serves will be near a city or in your city soon. And when that happens, sign up for the Love Rewards program over at Ike's. Whenever you're in the city of San Francisco, the Dubliner West Portal, just my kind of place, man. It's a great bar. It's a neighborhood bar. Say hi to our guys in there who take such good care of us, man. We love the guys at the Dubliner. They take great care of us. Dubliner West Portal, my kind of bar. Sleeper, my kind of place to make your parlays. It's the world's fastest growing fantasy site. Find out why. It is fantastic in terms of the user interface. And today, my plays, I'm in a little trouble just on that Eddie Pinheiro because you're no one settling for field goals here, and he needs 2 of them for me to hit. But Higbee's going to hit. Robinson's going to hit. Stafford, a free pick, already hit. Eddie Pinheiro, I need 2 field goals out of you today, Eddie. I don't know if the 49ers are going to be asking Eddie for 2 field goals today, given the circumstances, but a lot of game remains. What a terrible half. What a terrible half of football for the 49ers. I mean, just awful. And let's dive right into some of these awful, awful first half numbers by the 49ers. First of all, 17 first downs already by the Rams. Niners managed only 10. They are 0 for 4 on 3rd down. How are you going to win if you're not converting on 3rd down? You're not. You're not. What's kind of amazing is that the 49ers actually got their yards per play to the point where it is better than what the Rams are averaging. 168 passing yards for LA, 151 for the 49ers. Haven't done anything on the ground, though. Just 31, 63 rushing yards for LA, 4 penalties as the Rams have played penalty-free football so far. 1 turnover by the 49ers, time of possession. Rams eke it out just a little bit. It's not nearly the slaughter that it might have looked earlier today, right? Not nearly the slaughter. Let's take a look at some of these individual numbers. 15 and 19 for Mac Jones, 151 yards. Again, not bad. Better average than Stafford. But Stafford's been in the end zone twice. He's been sacked once, 14 to 23. The difference in this game so far has been Kyren Williams on the ground. He has been unstoppable for the 49ers, averaging 5.6 yards per carry, 4.7 for Blake Corum. Why they would ask Stafford to throw the ball again today with those 2 running backs doing that, that's the only criticism that can even be thrown in Sean McVay's direction right now. McCaffrey's done nothing in this game. McCaffrey, 3 catches for 12 yards, 3 carries for 17 yards. If Christian McCaffrey isn't involved and effective, neither is the 49ers offense. And what do you know? 21-7 bears all that out, doesn't it? Nearly 1,000 people watching the show right now. Thank you. If you are one of those thousands, could I ask you? Well, again, half of you aren't even watching on YouTube. I'd love it if you'd all come over to YouTube, watch on YouTube, please. Hit then thumbs up on YouTube, and that's going to get even more people on YouTube pushed in our direction. I think we got one of the best live stream watch parties out there. It's certainly the most independent, one guy doing it by himself live stream watch party that you're going to find anywhere. I don't know if that is a good or bad thing for us, but it is certainly our reality. And I thank you for being a part of this reality. Who would have ever thought that we'd be hanging out on game day watching football games together? But here we all are together, and I'm glad. I really, really am. Let's see. Where are we in our supers? We got Anthony Catania. Can they throw downfield and take a shot? Anthony. Is this the Anthony Catania that I think I know? Are we going Sharp Corner Collectibles? Thank you, Anthony. He's got free shipping. Let's see. Now the fumble and the turnover on downs are really big. Yes, Joe, we already did that. Thank you. Lock the gates, LA. Mickey, I think we've already done that. Mickey Mikey, 2 no calls for I'm a little bit behind here. Sorry about that. A new member, Wes Jameson, becomes a new member. Wes, that officially gets a golf clap, brother. Thank you so very, very much for doing that. For the cup of coffee, you help really support this channel. Thank you. Seahawks are going to beat the Niners by 49 points. Maybe. But that's the last game of the year. And there's enough left in this game to not even worry about that at all. And the amount of things that can change between now and that game, T-Guns, we ain't even worrying about that one yet. Thank you very, very much. Joe Young comes in again, says, could have actually been an awful lot worse. Could have been an awful lot better, too. 2 touchdowns is right where the 49ers deserve to be. Down 2 touchdowns, I'm not surprised. Look, they turned the ball over twice. They turned the ball over on downs. They embarrass themselves with poor play, bad play calling, and have no one but their own effort to blame. I don't even think the Rams are playing great here today. Just the Niners have been awful. The fact that they are still in this game at all, kind of amazing. Kind of amazing. The first half drive, the first drive of the second half is where this all turns or not. Here's a crazy thing that I found out about this team coming into today with some show prep. The 49ers offense coming into this game has had 92 offensive possessions this season. 22 of the 92 offensive possessions have been drives of 10 plays or more, which is the most in the NFL. When the Niners can get their legs underneath them, when they can stay on schedule, when they can put a big drive together, when they can control a game, it's almost like it doesn't matter who's hurt. The 49ers have scored an NFL high 89 points on their 22 drives of 10 yards or more. Make it make sense. It really doesn't. As bad and as limited as this offense looks, they still have moved the ball significantly. They just don't score it enough. They just do not score it enough. I think they were plus 6 point differential coming into today. Like, you can't find a lower point differential on a team that has already won this many games, like really historically in football. Would you like to see the dumbest point of the day? This is Jason. Jason, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name in hopes that you'll stay anonymous. Bethune will have 20 tackles, and you idiots will glaze him. Having so many tackles means the D isn't getting off the field, especially if the tackles are 6 yards downfield. Who the fuck do you want making the tackles then? When your defensive line is a sieve, when you don't want running backs getting into your secondary, why not have a guy who is so early in his career, all you're still looking to do is evaluate, can this guy play football or not? Tatum Bethune is the least criticizable 49er dressed this season. Are you kidding me? Like, I understand we're all frustrated. Let's not get frustrated and galactically fucking stupid where we type things like this onto the internet for everyone to see. Tatum Bethune is one of the few things that is actually working. And you're going to criticize him or say that anybody who points out that he's playing well has got the plot wrong? Would you rather him not out there making the tackles and have every other run go into the end zone? Like, what point are you trying to make other than you don't fucking get it at all, Jason? Good God. I mean, it's great to have everyone here today, but maybe the stupid people who don't understand football should say less. Thank you. Good God. Tatum Bethune has done nothing but show up and play big dick football in a locker room that's full of little peckers who ain't getting it done or can't get healthy enough to even get out there. Tatum Bethune's been great. It's like, what do you want to do? You want to also criticize Christian McCaffrey? Do you think he's the problem? One guy's the whole defense. What are you glazing him? What are you glazing? Good God. Anyways, I wanted to do hey, you're still in this game, kinda halftime show if you score here. What I do like to do at halftime, even though we're coming out of it, is asking where everyone is watching from. I mean, I invited the London crowd earlier on Twitter to come on in. I invited all of you throughout this entire first half to come on in, hit like and subscribe. We want to invite you to really support this channel by hitting subscribe. Can we get to 48,500 today? That's what I want. I want 48,500 today. I am probably overshooting the hope to get to 50,000 by the bye week. But I'm going to need to get to 48,500 today. And I think I can get there, especially if all you newbies in here decide to like and tap that subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you for doing that. Thanks for thinking about doing it. Really appreciate all of you. Thanks for the supers. Thanks for chatting. And thanks for being here. You can go in a lot of different directions. If you come back here week after week, I surely appreciate it. Let's see if the 49ers can get back into this one. Everything that needed to happen is not happening so far. I said, here was my must-have-it list. Nothing is working, which is why this game is so one-sided right now. Must have a huge day from Christian McCaffrey. Nothing close to that has happened yet. Must have a front running formula because playing catch-up with the Rams and Matthew Stafford is going to be a really hard thing to do. Catch-up is the only condiment that will be served here in this second half. The 49ers are way behind. Keeping Kyra Williams and Puka Nacua in normal days is a must-have. Both of these guys are having good games at the same time. It was a pick-your-poison type of day. Didn't quite have it yet. And you cannot lose the turnover battle. And you might have to steal a possession. And stealing a possession is still certainly out there, but losing the turnover battle is what the 49ers are doing right now. Burbs east of Sacramento. That's where Brett is watching us. Thank you for watching us from there. Amazing. Empty stands on the sunny side. Thanks, York. Well, yeah, that stadium is everything I ever told you it was. And anyone who ever said, nah, Damon, you're wrong. It's a great stadium. No. It's definitely not that. What it isn't also is a really good home field advantage for the 49ers. I'll give you that in just a second. Mac Jones gets spun around on his first play from scrimmage, comes on in, throws to Kittle, who gets blasted in the middle of the field, picks up maybe 4. By the way, Erin Andrews couldn't even bother today. She's like, I'm going to go high, tight pony. When Erin Andrews has a high, tight ponytail, what she's saying is, I think we should have been assigned another game or maybe something less humid. Second and 7. If anything, let's get this clock to keep running as fast as possible. Screen to McCaffrey. McCaffrey out in space. McCaffrey picking up yardage. McCaffrey over midfield. Okay. 49ers had a terrible opening drive last week in New York, a terrible opening drive today. Let's see if they can come out in the second half and make things right. 1st and 10 from the 48. McCaffrey up the middle, picks up maybe 2 or 3. Again, Eddie's saying Aaron Rodgers curse, should have drafted Rodgers over Smith, should have drafted Brady over everybody. Yeah, but it's not pick your scab afternoon. There's enough trouble happening down at Levi's right now. Brian Robinson, carry up the middle, pushes for nearly a first down. He's going to be close to the marker. Let's see where they spot it if they're going to give it to him. This is either going to be 1st and 10 or 3rd and very, very short. Robinson going to stay in for another play on 3rd and short. It is short of the marker. Okay. Robinson bursts through the middle, picks up the first down, and some sprinkles on top of that. Chains move again. A new member. Kay, welcome, and thank you so much. Kay, thank you for being here. Thank you, Kay. I don't care what they say about you, Kay. You're okay by me. 1st and 10. 49ers flirting with the concept of getting into the red zone. Brian Robinson will carry them into the red zone and into another first down. Very nice carry for Brian Robinson. And the Rams defense begins the second half way back on its heels. Good rep for the offensive line all around. Pooney got out there, did some nice blocking. Brendel with a nice block. From the 15, Brian Robinson. Now he's going to get gobbled up in the backfield. Kyle touched the stove one too many times on that one. Joe Young saying it's Kendrick Bourne time, Damon. Let's go. Hey, Kendrick Bourne was Jerry Rice back in week 5 when these teams played. Kendrick Bourne today doesn't even have a target. Doesn't even have a target after dominating back in week 5. Throw to McCaffrey. McCaffrey in space. McCaffrey, first down, first and goal for the 49ers. Okay, just McCaffrey just leaks it out of the backfield. I mean, that is the Texas route that I kill Madden every single game I play in Madden. I live on that route right there. First and goal. First and goal. 49ers trying to turn this into a one-possession football game. What do you got here on first and goal, Kyle? Little bootleg, little toss to Juszczyk, who's going to get down to the 1. Second and goal. Second and goal. 9:41, 9:40, 9:39 on my TV, 9:37. Ball is snapped. Brian Robinson hit in the middle, but he runs right through it and into the end zone. Touchdown. 49ers. Brian Robinson Jr., his second rushing touchdown on the year, his second in as many weeks. And to say that the 49ers needed that opening drive is the biggest understatement of the season. Cheers, Damon. Napa still needs an Ikes. I'm an IU fan now because of you. Major Trip 707. Let's go, Hoosiers. Just converting hearts and minds. And yeah, you're right. They do need an Ikes up in Napa. Let's see Eddie Pinheiro kick it through. Does it right? Does it well? Eddie Pinheiro. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me update this situation, because what looked to be a dead in the water football game is no longer drowning. No, maybe it's time for us to again. I'm not telling you that alcohol solves your problems or my problems or the Niners' problems. But ever since we started bottle pulling, before we even reached the required supers to do such a thing, I can't help but notice this game's turned around just a little. Let me do my part. Just working hard for you. Oh boy, aha. Yeah. By the way, let me just say this about Levi Stadium, since there was some criticism of it. My whole point would be, as long as it was a great home field advantage, who cared what it looked like or what I thought of it or what I felt about or where it was? Is it a great home field advantage? Well, you really need a home field advantage in division games. Right now, Kyle Shanahan in division games at Levi Stadium, I saw this from Josh Dubow today, is 11-13. 2 games under 500. He's 6-10 in road, 16-10 in road division games, Shanahan is. The 49ers are better in division on the road than they are at home. So, again, can you blame a stadium for that? The performance of the team? I don't know. I think it's all correlated. The Niners are 0-1 at the COVID home game in Arizona that they played a few years ago. I'm never going to like the building. I'm never going to like where it's located. But if it turned into a home field advantage for the team, Who could ever complain about that? If you don't have a winning record in your own division, my argument against Levi's was simply that they built Levi's Stadium so they would have something other than the fourth best stadium in their own division. The day Levi's Stadium opened, I thought they opened still the fourth best stadium in their own division. Seattle's is superior, SoFi's is superior, and Arizona's indoor stadium is maybe nothing great, but it doesn't let sound out. It doesn't have a, if you sit here, you burn automatically section, which is like half the stadium. I bagged on Levi's Stadium enough to not really need to do it anymore because everyone knows I'm right, including the Niners. They know it. They know I'm right. They're making a lot of money down there, but everyone knows I'm right. The moment we take CMC out, it's a touchdown. Hey, I'm glad that they can find someone other than Christian McCaffrey to get it done. Craig's Kitchen says, touchdown. So drink some, Damon. I did that for you. Want to help you out. By the way, we are, a few chats away from triggering another sip. Boom, boom, defense, force a turnover. Let's go. Well, 1st and 10 for Stafford. And here we go. 49ers defense. It's been bend, don't break all season long. Give me one of them bend, don't break stops right here. Blake Corum gets the first carry. How about that? First 3 drives. The Rams had 26 plays for 209 yards. Last 3 drives, 11 plays, 32 yards. Fox dropping a nice little graphic to explain how this game is turning around a little bit. It was 21-0, 14 unanswered here from the 49ers. And on 2nd and 4, what do the Rams got? Kyren Williams up the middle. He gets blown back by a defender. No, he's going to keep getting the first down after all. Wait a minute. Kyren Williams just ran through a big hit. I think he might have got the first down. Kyren Williams looked like he got stopped behind the line of scrimmage. No, pardon me. Blake Corum once again. Blake Corum did that. Malik Mustafa came up in the hole and hit him, but his contact balance kept him upright. It is 1st and 10 for the Rams. First and 10, little play action fake underneath. And we're going to get it. Yeah, I thought that was a flag. That was a flag. This is unnecessary roughness on the 49ers. A hit came way out of bounds. This is going to be a late hit on the 49ers defense, a free 15 yards. Kyren Williams has D. Winters on him, and then Tatum Bethune comes in to clean it up, and he's just too far out of bounds to put that hit down, Tatum. Yeah. And look, regardless of the violence or lack thereof on that, that's going to get a flag every time. Tatum Bethune cannot make that play. He can't. He has got to pull up and not make that play. Can't do that. Cannot do that, Tatum. So 1st and 10, that moves the ball to the 35-yard line. Stafford rolling out to his left, turns around, spun around, looks to do a little shovel pass, and it's incomplete. I got Matt says, why do I not like Brady right now? Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm not really listening. I can't hear anything Brady's saying. I don't know if he's having a good call, a bad call. I don't know. So I'm not responsible for Tom Brady or anything you're seeing or hearing unless you're watching this channel. Second and 10 for Stafford. 3 seconds on the play clock. He gets it off. Stafford dropping back, 3-step drop all day. He finds Higbee, picks up about 7. So this is 3rd and 2, pardon me, coming up for the Rams. And the Rams have just been converting 3rd and 2 all day. Boom, boom defense, force a turnover. Let's go. Joe, what do they got on 3rd and 2? 3rd and 2, they're in field goal range. That looked like illegal motion. This is scrambling. No. Oh, pressure for Stafford, and he has to get rid of it, and it's an incomplete pass. Stafford was not comfortable there. So here comes the field goal unit. Well, look, 49ers are going to stay in this game. Oh, no, wait a minute. Stafford's walking back to the huddle. 4th and 2, and Sean McVay's going for it. Well, my God, this now becomes the biggest play of the football game for the 49ers. 4th and 2, desperate to get off the field defensively. What have you got, 49ers? Big moment in this game. Right here, right now. 4th and 2, Stafford drops back, throws one. I believe that is a first down. Not by much, but Puka Nacua gets it over the yard to go, the down and distance, and that is a first down. Renardo Green played that pretty darn well, too. Stafford's just good. Stafford's good. Nakua's good. There you go. So it's 1st and 10. Ball at the 25. Rams in the red zone. 49ers defense, got to make a play. First down, though. Blake Corum picks up 11. Running to the right side. An answer here. Another touchdown by the Rams puts them right back into control of this football game. The best that I think the 49ers can hope for right now is just holding that field goal. Tenth play of the drive. A drive that came with a free 15 yards thanks to a Tatum Bethune personal foul. Corum keeps it, picks up 3 up the middle. These are stressful downs right here, right now. Not one call on the Rams. No calls today on the Rams. They're playing a penalty-free football game, apparently. That's a well-coached team. Someone says, Damon, you're about 25 seconds behind. I'm sorry, I'm going as fast as I can. First down. Parkinson picks up the reception, and it is 1st and goal from the 2, and bad news. Chris Kasurik is and has been a trash defensive line coach. What if all the vegetables that you had to work with were rotten? How good of a cook could you really be? I think Kasurik is doing the best he can with what he has, as is Saleh, as is everyone. Again, they're not really set up for success. Defensive line right there, though, makes a nice play on Blake Corum, tackles him for a loss, bringing up 2nd and goal. You know, what really sucks is that we didn't get to see the 49ers not once this year, and we won't. We won't get to see this team at full strength for a snap, not a down this year. That blows. And having said that, they're in a one-possession game right now with the Rams, and anything could still happen. Bah. 2nd and goal. This has been a time-sucking play by the Rams. Pass to the corner of the end zone. Mustafa beaten by Adams, Devontae Adams. Touchdown. Rams back in front by 2 scores. Says Kasurek has had multiple first-round talents in the past, but yeah, the problem, I don't think, is the coach coaching the player. It was the GM drafting the player in the first place. I've seen Chris Kasurek get the best seasons out of guys who have worn different uniforms. I haven't seen Solomon Thomas play better for anybody than he did right here, which means he was never a very good player. You know, it's not like Javon Kinlaw put on another uniform and turned into something that he wasn't here, right? Man, looked like the Niners were climbing back into a game. The Rams offense had another thing to say about that. 28-14 Rams still sitting pretty in this game. A lot of game remaining. We're running out of that. We're running out of that for sure. So to say that the 49ers need an answer score right here, right now, massive understatement today. What I do want to say, if you're just joining us, we have over 1,000 people in the room right now. And for that, I am very, very grateful. About 430 of you watching on YouTube. We have you on Twitch and on stream or on Twitter as well. X, I'm never going to call it X. Thanks to everyone for being here. Please hit like and subscribe, especially if you're over on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. We are trying hard to get to 50,000 subs by the bye week. I could use another 30 today. Could 30 of you lean in right now and get me to 48,500? Just 30 of you. That's not a big group. That's not a big group. There's definitely 30 of you watching right now who are not subscribed. What would a subscription do to your algorithm? Will you be inundated with videos from me and just be made miserable? No. It'll hopefully just keep on bringing you back here for important Niner news and information and stuff about just Bay Area sports in general. So thank you very, very much for liking, subscribing, and hanging out. Thank you very much for hitting the Dubliner West portal. Thank you very, very much for going to Ike's. And thank you indeed once again to everyone who is checking out Sleeper. This is the fastest growing fantasy app in the world. Fastest growing place to go ahead and have the best parlay plays that you cook up for yourself. I went a little different direction today, and I think I'm going to get screwed on this Eddie Pinheiro prop. Otherwise, I'm in the barn on all of these. Tyler Higbee, over 17.5, already done. Brian Robinson, over 14.5, already done. Matthew Stafford was a free pick, just given to me in a promotion by Sleeper, already done. Eddie Pinheiro needs to kick 2 field goals today for this baby to come on home. I don't think Kyle's going to be looking for field goals here, so I'm in an awful lot of trouble. Either way, though, I have fun and I do it responsibly. I encourage you to do the same. Download Sleeper, sign up using promo code Damon, and when you do, you'll get a $100 deposit match. And thank you very much. A super from Joe Young. Well, that was pretty frustrating. There's still time for the Niners offense to put pressure on the Rams to keep scoring. Yeah, it's answer time. It's answer time right here and right now. You know, any time that you thought you were going to buy to take your time in this game has eclipsed. It is hair on fire time for this team's offense. 49ers don't play very good hair on fire football. But we do have Christian McCaffrey making a play on 1st and 10, picking up about 9 in the air. He was spun around by the Rams, but his second effort got him 9 yards. So 2nd and 1, which means the entire playbook is officially open for Kyle right here on 2nd and 1. You going to hit him with a big play action? Bet you the Rams defense is too disciplined to even bite on that. So it's McCaffrey up the middle once again, first down. We're under 2 minutes to play in the third. Let's go Niner. Do it for Hoosier. Go Dexter. Go Hoosiers. Makes me so happy. Seriously. What could make the Indiana win at Penn State even better? Well, what if they went up to Chicago and beat Marquette today in basketball? Ka-ching. I'm very happy with it. Indiana Athletics has had a great 48 hours. Mac Jones finds Luke Fickell. Luke Fickell, for the first time today, makes a play. We need some Tungus. I mean, give me some Fickell, give me some Tungus. Just give it to me in the end zone. Did the Hoosiers win a bowl game? There were no bowl games played this weekend. No one won a bowl game. But if remaining undefeated gets you into a better bowl game, they did that. Don't be a dick. Seriously. Like, if I can't have a good season of Indiana football without you losing your shit, you're just a dick. Hey, Kendrick Bourne, who looked like Jerry Rice the last time these two teams played. Kendrick Bourne, as you can tie his sneakers out there, Kendrick Bourne looks like he's got a shoelace spaghetti situation going on. Like the guy hasn't even played today and his shoelaces are untied. Kendrick Bourne, get your shit together. Nice catch, though. 1st and 10. Mac Jones throws one to Kyle Juszczyk. Juszczyk fights for some tough yards right there. He picks about 5 tough yards. He gets out of bounds, and this is going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. So 49ers looking to do a little something right here, right now. Mac Jones has to be perfect. The Niners basically got to be perfect. The rest owe the way. Damon, Bourne is tearing it up with his shoelaces untied. Maybe it's that's the problem. Can we bring in some Velcro? Remember, Lynch thinks senior having the right D in the building. What he didn't say is that they're in wheelchairs. What was that? Pro laddie? There is no doubt, Days. You need pay dirt. You need it on this drive, and you need it for sure. There is no doubt. The good news is it's 4 down territory. Catch of the decade. Are we talking about my Hoosiers again? Curry is out again tonight? Oh, man. What has he got, COVID? Curry's missed an awful lot. And I'll tell you, the Warriors without Curry they're not good. By the way, if the Pacers win at Chase Center tonight, that would be horrific. But it would really complete a hell of a weekend for the state of Indiana. The Colts won today. Again, Hoosiers double dipping. We'll see what happens. Again, I don't give a shit about the Pacers. All right. Let's get back to football. When's the last time you've seen Beyonce leaning into a dryer, right? Are we getting any Beyonce Cheeks commercials here? No, I haven't seen one in weeks. Haven't seen one in weeks. All right, let's get back to Levi Stadium for a fourth quarter where, all it needs to be is perfect. For the next 15 minutes, the 49ers need to score here, They need to basically get off the field as quickly to a 3-and-out as possible, score again, another fast 3-and-out, score again, and everybody goes home happy. Think we can do that? Here's what's crazy is that the 49ers have actually out-yardaged the Rams in this game. What a shame that they just got off to such a bad start, man. Dug themselves a terrible hole. Christian McCaffrey carries it up the middle. He's got a first down. All right. Again, Kyle, you got to be almost in no huddle right here. Scoring as fast as humanly possible is not really an option. I mean, but they're just going to, there is no hurry up offense on the 49ers. Kyle doesn't have one. Look at them. They're going to huddle up. Yeah, let's huddle up. Let's just go jog McCaffrey off the field now. Brian Robinson Jr. is checking in. 2nd and 5. Tick, tick, tick. Under 14 to play. Again, you've run one play here, and it's taking you over a minute. You got to go faster than that. George Kittle catches it short of the sticks. It's going to be 3rd and 1. There's 13:40 here on the clock. Where will the clock be when they snap the ball next? Will they piss away an entire 30 seconds here? Again, 13:40 remaining on the clock when Kittle was tackled. $13:14 when it snapped. So 26 seconds in between plays. 26 seconds in between plays. Kyle, go. Go faster. Mac Jones picks up a first down on a quarterback keeper. It is 1st and goal. But, Kyle's going to get this under 10 minutes for the Rams, isn't he? I mean, he really is. Kyle is helping the Rams at this point with the speed of this offense. Throws one to Luke Farrell, touchdown. Wide open, totally lost on the play. Luke Farrell, touchdown. 49ers needed that. The only thing that would have been better is if they had done that a whole lot faster. But there it is. A touchdown that the Niners need. Had to have it. Had to have it. Luke Fickell, he just got totally left alone. Totally left alone. Landman just totally lost him out of his peripheral vision right there. And that was an easy touchdown as the 49ers will score all year. We got Eddie Pinheiro. No good. Well, it's still a one-possession game. Eddie, what, did that get blocked or did you just miss that? What just happened there with Eddie? Oh, Eddie. That's gonna cancel the bottle pull. Man, Eddie, what the fuck? I'm telling you, don't let the 49ers lose this game because they get back into it and fail a 2-point conversion. That would be freaking brutal. That would be brutal. I'd almost rather watch the Rams rip off 3 unanswered touchdowns right here than lose like that. Man. Joe coming in, and Joe's been very generous with the supers today. Joe, thank you so much. Well, pretty frustrating, but there's still time for the 49ers offense to put pressure on the Rams, keep scoring. So answer. I think Joey actually might have got that before, but again, what I need is the 49ers to put a little pressure on themselves to play faster. You know, they easily pissed away 60 seconds of dawdling in between 3-4 plays there. O-line can't even block properly for an extra point. Hand banana. Again, I'm not going to criticize what went wrong there with that extra point. I was typing, and I didn't see how bad that was missed or why it was missed. I'll get it in the replay. Oh, it was a block. Block isn't Eddie's fault? Well, look, man, you got to get that ball up, too. But, yeah, I mean, Eddie Piñeiro's got an awful lot of house credit, doesn't he? You know, one missed field goal out of a guy who kicks it consistently as he does, or a missed point after touchdown, you don't start reevaluating the entire franchise. Where Jake Moody, every single missed kick felt like a reevaluation of the franchise. Here we go. I'm going to watch this. Eddie, well, so laces were not out. Laces were in. First thing that went wrong there is the laces were in, not out. Hennessy gets absolutely blown up. Oh, my God. And Eddie Piñeiro's like, fucking A, do better in front of me. Eddie was right. Finkel and Einhorn got that one wrong. Damon, somehow my supers are getting resent. I think I'm just going back over them over again. Like, I think I got a new one, and I just click on yours again so I read it because you're making good points, Joe. But either way, thank you for being such a good and generous viewer, member of this chat. Thanks to all of you for being incredible members of the chat. I think, look, I would like to think people keep on coming back for me, but the chat, if it were awful, people wouldn't come back at all. Again, you have been such a huge part of the success of this channel, and it's early going, and we're still in our early going, and I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Now, can we thank the 49ers defense for showing up once today? 1st and 10. Matthew Stafford. Is there a turnover in the 49ers defensively? The answer is not here on this play, but did Nick Martin just make a play? No, it's Luke Gifford, pardon me, not Nick Martin. Oh, man, Puka Nacua, just a screen. He catches it, first down. God damn it. That screen game is going to kill the 49ers here right now. You can't be giving that up. Oh, Devondre Adams just tried to put a little boogie down, and it looked like he pulled a back muscle. That's a non-contact injury for Devondre Adams. He just came up short and did a little chopping with his feet and said, oh, that had pulled in my back. 1st and 10 from the 50. Stafford loading up, working downfield. First down and more. Oh, man. Ferguson wide open. The 49ers defense just did not do what it needed to do at all today. Stafford is doing everything he wants to all the time in the world. First and 10 from the 20. I mean, Stafford can basically ice this right here. And it looks like he's gonna. That is a first down to Parkinson. So 1st and goal, round the corner. I mean, it's just the 49ers Where's Nick Martin? Why is Gifford playing in front of Nick Martin? Gifford can't run with anybody here. And it's just been a terrible day defensively. And there's just awful. First and goal. Oh my gosh, Kyron Williams just walks it in. Right up the middle. 49ers defense has just done nothing today. Absolutely nothing today. Three plays in a row. Gifford is a practice squad guy on this roster. Just bad, man. I mean, I think this is a cowardly game plan. It was a team that wasn't built to execute a game plan. They're injured, and it caught up with them, and the Rams are really good, and the Niners, again, the Niners still relatively move the ball the way you want them to in a football game. Unfortunately for them, their defense just is not going to get it done. Just not going to get it done. We can drop the score from here on out. I'm not updating it anymore. Stafford has had all the time any quarterback could ever want in a football game to do whatever he needs to do. No pressure. And by the way, that trade for Arden Key wouldn't have changed today at all. As I said this week, I know that a lot of you were frustrated they didn't trade for Arden Key. What do you need Arden Key for? You got a team full of nothing but Arden Keys. Everyone on this team is Arden Key defensively. You're just not game changers. You're just guys. Unfortunately, the real game changers are done for the year. Nick Bosa, true game changer. Fred Warner, true game changer. The rest of these guys are lucky to be playing with Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. I do not believe my I do not believe my sleeper picks are going to be hitting today. Are we going to be asking for Eddie Pinheiro to make 2 field goals? I do not think so. But I'm going to tell you, you got Sunday Night Football coming up, right? You got Monday Night Football coming up. You got Warriors basketball coming up. You're going to have college football coming up again next weekend. Check out Sleeper. Our friends at Sleeper have really a very good site. It's an incredible user interface. You can build your own parlays, probably lay off Eddie Pinheiro making 2 field goals on a day where, I mean, it made sense, though. I handicapped the rest of this game pretty damn well. Shit. Either way, good times on Sleeper. Find out for yourself. $100 deposit match. Up to $100 when you use promo code Damon and click on the user, click on the link right in the top of the description of this video, and you will be sleeping with Sleeper. By the way, we are 1 super away from bottle polls. Greg Arjayzi says, John Lynch, you suck. 28 points, ridiculous. Got worse than that, though, didn't it? Chef A says, quick, call the Warriors. We need a turnover. Beautiful. Yeah, where's Brandon Pajemski when you need him? This is Joe Young saying at least the Rams score quickly. The defense is atrocious. Again, the Rams aren't even trying to score fast, and they can't help it. Finally, T-Guns 80, how fucking terrible is Nick Martin that the busboy Gifford is out there? Yeah, seriously, Nick Martin must not be able to play dead. How bad must he be? Which is, again, another John Lynch mega reach in the draft. Mega reach for John Lynch. Okay, Now let's count the time in between plays. So George Kittle was just tackled with 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Clock is ticking. Let's see how long. 9 minutes and 50 seconds. It's 2nd and 2. The Niners are huddling. I mean, they're only going to burn about 20 seconds in between plays here, which for them, I guess, is good. But that's certainly not going fast. And Christian McCaffrey is going to get buried in the backfield. What are you establishing McCaffrey on the ground right now? What are you doing? You're going to need to throw the ball every play just about from here on out, Kyle. And we do have supers, 50 of them. Nick Smith says, bottle pull, and I'll join you. 3rd and 4. Let's be honest. It's 4-down territory. So let's see what the Niners got on 3rd and 4, and then we will do our 50 super bottle pull. And thank you to all of you. Mack nearly throws an interception. He's looking downfield. Demarcus Robinson. 3rd and 4 is going to become 4th and 4, and holy shit, bottle pull time now. Mm. 4th and 4. Take all your time here, Kyle. Take your time. Fourth and 4. We got a flag. It was an incomplete to Kittle. But did Kittle push off? I mean, the Rams, are the Rams going to be called for a penalty today, or will they be the rare team that played a penalty-free football game professionally? Let's see. Hey, diddle diddle. Oh, illegal shift on the 49ers. Pass interference. Offsetting penalties. Repeat 4th down. So an illegal shift on the 49ers. Again, Kyle, how? How do you have an illegal shift, dude? By the way, what was illegal about that shift? It looked like everyone came to a set. I don't know about that. 4th and 4. Fourth and 4, incomplete. No, even worse than that, interception. Oh, just ending it as bad as possible. Now, are the Rams going to seriously go ahead and put another touchdown up here? How's McVay going to play this? Is McVay going to play clock, or is he going to play fuck you football? Again, I would like to know what the illegal shift was on Kittle. I'm not going to get upset about this today. I mean, the Niners played poorly enough to deserve to lose beyond the nature of any one play. But on 4th and this is the ball game. What was that? I thought Kittle looked like he got set. Do it. Bring in Jimmy G. Bring in Jimmy G. I mean, let's just end this as brutally as humanly possible, right? Bring in Jimmy G to twist the knife. Why not? Why not? Oh, man. Hey, very happy to have 1,000 of you here right now. Thank you. Give us a thumbs up. Hit like, hit subscribe. Memberships are available, and I hope you plan on coming on back for the remainder of this season, because I'm going to tell you, it ain't over. It ain't even close to being over. Did you watch football today? Did you see the Buffalo Bills lose to the Miami Dolphins? How about the New York Jets when they go into full, we're trading away every good player on our team to go into tank mode, they win. This Football season is really weird. And you can't predict 1 week to the next who's going to look good beyond now saying the Rams got something to them and the Seahawks got something to them. And that's what I'm most concerned about with the 49ers. Not only are the 49ers starting to play in the other direction and their injuries are catching up to them, but not only are Seattle and LA not letting off the gas pedal, they're getting better. They are getting better. So that's the scary thing for the 49ers. Not only is their own situation no bueno, but two of the best teams in football are just sitting there in this division. Niners already got wins over both of them today. LA will even their matchup for sure. Yeah, by the way, Fox is going over that penalty on motion, and even I think Brady was like, "Yeah, that's good. That he came set. He came set." The good news is the 49ers didn't have this game taken away from them by the officials in any way, shape, or form. They didn't show up to take it. Oh, and now we get a Kalia Davis big play in the backfield. Now you get one of those. Dropped Kyron Williams for like a 3-yard loss there. What are you saying? 48,500? Can we get there? Are we there? Are we looking at it? How about this? Why don't we just root for this between now and the end of the show, right? I can't help the Niners. They're not going to help themselves today. Could you good folks help me out? Get me to 48,500. We need 28 subs before the end of this show today. Who wants in? Who's gonna be super cool? My nostrils, thanks for trying to speak it into existence. If there's one thing I do know is that whenever I do this, there's like more of a chance that someone's going to unsubscribe than subscribe. All right, 3rd and 7. Big moment for the 49ers defense, and it's an easy first down. I mean, just toss out to the flats. Easy, sagging off everybody. First down, easy. Ugh. I guess I should tell you that Kruger and I will have a very interesting Niners wake up 9 a.m. West Coast time set for you. I'll be on at 11 a.m. West Coast time with our own show here on Damon Bruce Plus, but it is going to be a rough week for the 49ers. There is zero doubt about that. The hangover of not doing enough at the deadline, a lot of people are going to carry that right into what happened today, although I don't think that much really was going to change. They could still be a playoff team that wins a playoff game this year. I don't know. I don't know. There are days you look at the Niners and you're just like, nope, don't like anything I see. There are other days you look at the Niners and you're like, man, it's amazing that I'm still looking at what I'm looking at in spite of these circumstances. There must be something there. And then you run into a good team like you do today and you're like, oh, maybe it is an illusion. The only thing that could possibly go well for the 49ers in this game is getting off the field with nobody getting hurt. That's it. I mean, the Niners have yet to suffer a catastrophic injury in this game. Tatum Bethune went to the blue tent. He came out of it and kept on playing. So since you're going to catch a loss, can you not also catch a hospital bed? That'd be great. Stafford, touchdown, just walking it in. Going to high knee that one in. Parkinson just kicking the 49ers' ass today. Colby Parkinson, touchdown. I mean, the 49ers have given up 41 points. It's about to be 42-20. They've basically been worse than doubled up. Well, I guess the positive thing is that none of this was Brock Purdy's fault, right? I know everyone likes to kick Brock in the dick any chance they get. Can't today. All things considered, you know what? Mac Jones was pretty damn good. Mac Jones threw for 280 yards in this game. No, excuse me, 249 yards in this game and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, the interception wasn't very good, but he wasn't even sacked today, which is kind of amazing. Here's what I do want. And I mean this. I really mean this. If Christian McCaffrey touches the ball again in this game, Kyle doesn't get it. Kyle just does not. If Christian McCaffrey runs another offensive play in this game, the amount of not only did you lose today, but you don't even know what it takes to seriously be successful again. Like it, I better not see Christian McCaffrey touch the ball again today. That better not. That's, as a matter of fact, that is now all I'm watching for. That is all I am now watching this game for. Is Kyle dumb enough to get Christian McCaffrey hurt today? Again, a cowardly soft game plan is the Texans game. I don't know if it was a soft game plan. I just know that the Rams are a really good football team and the Niners are banged up. Hit that subscribe button, you idiots. It is free. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. I wasn't going to put it quite like that, but yeah, I do feel that way. I've got 5 on no injuries. I hope you're right, Mikey. Put 5 on it. Put your name on it. Thank you so very, very much. That's going to do it, considering how banged up we are. We kept up with the Rams. Good effort. I'm not counting us out of the playoffs. Peace, Plusers. Out of here today. Barry, Mary, thank you very much for joining us as always. Wish we had reason to stick around and celebrate today, but there will be no celebration. No. By the way, can we start Sebastian Valdez next week or get Sebastian Valdez up? Can Nick Martin play next week? There's no reason really not to. Unfortunately, Bryce Huff was back today, but didn't use his name not once. Yeah, now's the time to put in Jordan Watkins, Nick Martin, and Martinez. Yeah, Adrian getting Martinez out there. I don't want to see Mac Jones play another down. Mac Jones is running out there. I see number 10 running out on the field right now. I really mean it. If Christian McCaffrey touches the ball again, Kyle is negligent. It would just be negligent. It's almost like if Christian McCaffrey touches the ball again, I do hope they break his femur, just so Kyle maybe learns his lesson then. I don't want that to happen. If that happens, that we can cancel the damn YouTube channel. Hey, there's DeMarcus Robinson. Great. George Kittle shouldn't be. Christian McCaffrey's in this game. Why is Christian McCaffrey in this game? Look, Mac, he knows I don't even want to throw to him. Don't throw to him. Mac throws to Sky Moore, first down. Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me. Now the Niners are running a hurry-up offense. Kyle, you open yourself up for more criticism than just about any other successful head coach in football. You really do. Now the Niners are cooking with fish grease. Now the Niners got some tempo going. Now the Niners are really in this game, dialed in offensively, moving the ball briskly and crisply. What is Christian McCaffrey doing touching the football in a meaningless game? Why is reception McCaffrey? What is going on? Matthew Stafford becomes the 6th player all time with 4 touchdown passes in 3 straight single-season games. What are you doing? Now Kyle's got an offense that's here to play some football. Again, it's going to get Christian McCaffrey another catch and another chance to be tackled. Why is he in this game? Why is Christian McCaffrey in this game? Why is Mac Jones in this game? Why is George Kittle in this game? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why is Trent Williams in this game? I seriously. Got a flag on the play. False start. 49ers offense. What are we doing? To exclude says, yeah, thank you. We already did that. To exclude, thank you. This is Anthony Catania once again. Take out CMC and Kittle. Yeah, what is going on? 100% cowardly. I would rather play through tough, aggressive defenses than get burned because you don't have the guys and just surrender with a soft, gutless ball. I mean, I just don't think you've got a single defensive snap in you to affect a football game. You're going to have to get a little bit of lucky and play. They don't got the horses to do that. Again, they don't have, let me whip it out and show you ability on defense. It's obvious. But the fact that Kyle's playing hurry up offense now is just disgusting. George Kittle catches one, stays in bounds, I think dives for the pylon and picks up a meaningless touchdown. Congratulations, George Kittle, on your shouldn't even be in the game to have caught that meaningless touchdown. Hopefully that makes fantasy football better for some of you out there. Joe Young today, more about the Rams and the Niners, thought they had chances in the middle quarters. You knew McVay was just going to have these guys pump after the way that they ended at SoFi. The season is not over. No, the season is not over. But fantasizing how the 49ers will play against teams that we know are good, today was a sobering experience for that. Oh, good. Now they're going to go for 2. Oh, good. Good. Niners are going for 2 right here. And on this 2-point play, I guess the Niners will give nothing away except the football. Interception. I look at it this way. Whatever really great 2-point play the Niners have up their sleeves, I wouldn't have wanted to see it right there either. Again, congratulations, Kyle, for using very important players to score meaningless games, to score meaningless touchdowns at a tempo that your offense needed a good 20 minutes of real time ago. The 49ers needed to come play like this at the beginning of the third quarter. They twiddled their thumbs as long as humanly possible before they went to a hurry-up offense. And now that they've had success with their hurry-up offense, it won't matter because there's no time left in the game to do anything. Like, God damn it, Kyle. Again, Brett Euchre coming in. Next headline, Kyle Shanahan indicted for betting on gamblers' games. Seriously, can we get an FBI probe? Maybe an FBI probe. Maybe Kyle is... We're not going there. By the way, Kittle was out of bounds. 100% out of bounds. Man, well, no, maybe not. That was very impressive body control, George Kittle. You're lucky you didn't pull 3 muscles or tear your hamstring further off your bone playing like that. Good God. Now the Niners will be declaring eligibility for an onside kick. Oh, isn't that exciting? We got Mr. Corey saying it's hilarious listening to you criticize Shanahan when people want him gone for the same stuff. You don't like, no, but here's the thing. My shit is in-game valid. You're worried about stuff that is like in the ether nonsense, where you want to make an argument that he's a bad coach. He does make some bad decisions. There's no doubt. But for the most part, Kyle good, Kyle bad, Kyle good. But I think he's doing some stupid shit today. And that is an onside field goal attempt that my 4-year-old could have executed. There was nothing to that. What's going on there? This is a terrible afternoon of 49er football that had a moment or two actually present themselves to get back into this game, and the 49ers so thoroughly rejected those moments with either decisions they made or defense that they would not play that it just did not matter. Again, I can't believe McVay still got Stafford in this game. How do you not get Jimmy G out there just to be your human victory cigar against Shin? Oh. Now Kyle cares about time. He just called a timeout. Okay. Now the conservation of time remaining in this game has become something Kyle is thinking about. Where was that at the beginning of the third quarter? I mean, just think how much more time would still be remaining in this game had you not pissed away 8 minutes of huddling up in the second half where you didn't have 8 minutes to huddle up. This was just a bad day. Bad day. Again, I don't think Robert Saleh deserves much criticism other than they can't get Nick Martin on the field. Like, you can't get CJ West on the field before this week in any real way. And I don't know, we use CJ's name an awful lot today. Alfred Collins, they missed him this afternoon. Bryce Huff did nothing in his return. Sam Aquinu did nothing. Cleveland Farrell didn't do anything. I mean, whose name did we use today defensively? Not a single name we used over and over and over again, other than Tatum Bethune, who I had one clown in here trying to motherfuck him earlier in the game, saying that all of his garbage tackles don't matter because there's no one else tackling. Okay. A lot of criticism to be offered up today, but I don't know how much differently, should the 49ers had avoided that criticism, this game would have turned, because it just, you can't spot an NFL team 21 points and expect to have an afternoon that you're going to be happy with. You just can't. You can't. The 49ers handed this game to the Rams basically as soon as it began. And the four things we said could not happen, none of them happened. And that's why the 49ers took their most embarrassing loss of the season today. It needed to be a huge day for Christian McCaffrey. It was not. They needed to front run. They needed to get out in front and control the game against the Rams. They would not play catch up against the Rams. That did not happen. You got to keep Kyron Williams or Puka Nacua to normal days. You can't let both those guys go off at the same times. Again, Kyron Williams had a 13 carry, 66 yard, 5.1 average, 2 touchdown day on the ground with another 2 catches and 11 yards in the air. Puka Nacua, 5 catches, 64 yards and a touchdown. So did a decent job reeling Puka in a little bit, but the two of them both played well. And then you had Devondre Adams play pretty damn well today too. And Stafford has just been perfect all day long. You know, I'm going to give you this one, hand banana. You don't have the luxury to just play catch up. Kyle handed this one to the Rams by not taking the ball first. Kyle deferred the win away to the Rams. Who could argue with that today? With hindsight being 2020, sure. But I'll also say that the 49ers did come out and score on the first drive of the third quarter. So, I mean, I don't know. To me, it wasn't that they deferred to the second half. The bigger problem today is that they deferred playing defense for an entire afternoon of a football game. That's where they deferred. Disappointing afternoon. Again, Los Angeles owns San Francisco. You split the series this year. It's not really ownage as much as it is you won one and you lost one, but okay. Rob says it's not the Niners' day, but can we get a Go Sharks? Go Sharks! How about Celebrini, baby? Kid can play. At least you got that going for you. You can miss me on that next man up BS. Here's the thing, King of the Golden State. You can play next man up football a few places on the football field, but when next man up football is the only man on the football field, when every guy up is basically the next man up, then you start pushing it. There is this too. Stafford's MVP resume is being furthered. He was really, really good today. Shanahan wasn't good. You can bring it all back to the fundamental construction of this team, not liking blown draft picks between he and John Lynch. And obviously it all goes into the gumbo that was served up today. But today, the Niners' problems, if you don't want to just always retreat back to, well, you either have the right players or you don't. At some point, you got the players that you got. And that's that. The way that Kyle used his players today was very lackluster, including even jeopardizing further injury to a team that is already being buried by its own injuries. I do not like the George Kittle final touchdown. I do not like that Christian McCaffrey is probably going to still be in this game. If Christian McCaffrey is still in this game, it'd be indefensible. Let's see if the Rams actually score one more time, just so the 49ers need to get the ball back. I would love to see their hurry-up offense now, just to laugh at it. First down, and it's victory formation time. Diego Sanchez, he wants to go over all of it. Now, I don't blame you. On days like today, people do come with receipts. 66% draft whiffs, wasted picks on Lance, Moody in the third, endless holdouts, brutal training for consistent injuries. Been on this front office since Purdy showed up and saved their jobs. I mean, you're not wrong, Diego. You're not wrong, brother. It's kind of amazing that they've enjoyed a level of success that they've enjoyed with all of that being true. I would love to see personnel decisions removed from this front office, and I'd like to see just this coaching staff coach this team. God, I hope we lose out 6-11 and draft another defensive tackle. Stop it, Joseph. We're not doing that. Again, the Niners can still win 10 games this year. No doubt about that. SF strength and conditioning needs to be jailed. Didn't work today. CMC getting hurt in garbage time is fireable. There's a part of me that almost wanted to see it happen. I mean, I was rooting against Kyle there at the end of this one. And I'm not a guy who turns on him. I do believe in Kyle, but sometimes on days like today, he exposes himself to a level of criticism that's rough. By the way, I'm a little disappointed that we could not get me to 48,500 by the end of this show. I didn't think it was that big of an ask. I really didn't. We will check in one last time to see what happens here before we get out of here today. But what we're going to do now is start looking at a few other things. We should win the next 4. The schedule is soft. Again, soft, wide open, however you want to look at it. The season is not over. Weird things happen. Weird things do happen. Ask the Buffalo Bills, who lost to the Miami Dolphins today. Juwan Jennings, you blew today. Get off the field. Juwan Jennings, he gave this game away early with a big fumble. This is about next season now. And the starting linebackers next season need to be Bethune and Warner. This is a Super Bowl contender before the injuries. It's still not about next season. There's too much of this season remaining. I do think you're going to go to the playoffs this year. I do. I think you're going to the playoffs this year. Not a lot of reassurance for you today, brother. I don't have much reassurance for you today other than I still think you're going to go to the playoffs. Now, what happens once you get there? I don't know, because you're going to run into another good team. But I still think this season ends up in the postseason, which, given how bad this regular season was set up to be for a myriad of reasons, I guess is impressive. Remember, the Giants beat the undefeated Patriots in the Super Bowl. Sure, that did happen. I'm not going to take that much positivity in that right now, though. I do, on our way out, want to take a little bit of a peek here. Let's take a little bit of a peek at what is going on with this team's box score today. Let us have a look at this. Matthew Stafford, 280 and 4 touchdowns. 319, 3 touchdowns. Again, Mac Jones is this team's MVP. He has done everything they could possibly ask him to do. Christian McCaffrey is the most important and significant Niner, but all of this would have been so upside down and sunk to the bottom of the ocean, but for Mac Jones pedaling hard. The guy missed 6 passes today, 33 of 39. What more do you want? Well, you want more out of a running game that only generated 74 yards. And unfortunately, while the Rams were averaging 4.2, they only averaged 3.5. Mac Jones spread that ball around. He has to. 6 catches for Juwan Jennings, 71 yards. And still, I think he had a bad game. He was not good today. George Kittle, 84 yards and a totally meaningless touchdown, which Kyle should be skinned alive for even having him out there for at the end of this one. We'll see if anybody in that 49er assembled media today has any tough questions for Kyle whatsoever. Tatum Bethune finished with 10 tackles. Some of you going to want to criticize that. I think that's nuts. What's kind of amazing here is how underwater the Niners were early and then how much they actually got back into this game statistically. Again, the Rams, 401, the Niners, 393. 393 yards of offense. Imagine if the 49ers had just decided to, in the second half of this game, play faster. Imagine if they decided to play faster. Sorry, I thought that was up the entire time. I'm talking you through a box score that's not even on the screen. I apologize. How do you not play faster? How do you not play? I don't get it. How do you not play faster? And then how do you play so recklessly in a totally you're going to lose today for sure football game, still be risking injury to players when you can't afford another injury more than any other football team I've ever seen with my own two eyes? No penalties today on the Rams. 7 penalties, 45 yards. Let me sum this up perfectly. The Rams were good. The Niners were not. That's the day. The Rams were good. The Niners were not. DB, who imported the bullfighter coach from the Spain Olay to give the team 20 yards of play. Time for a healthy pull. Rita, I've been pulling today already. Thank you very, very much. No more pulls. We would have had some victory pulls. We're not going to drink our pain away. But all I'm going to tell you is that Robert Saleh, he's got a gun, but he's got no bullets to fire. Joshua says, is the season not over? Really? The Niners announced 5 days ago the season was, in fact, when players heard them and then they played like it. No, I bet you they play much better next week, and the season is not over in any way, shape, or form, and the 49ers did not quit on the season today. They just got beat by a better team. Samuel Winchester says, Dubs hold my mentals and their shaky play tonight. Good luck with that. No Curry, Brandon Pajemski, never getting called out for all the bullshit he does. Good luck. What do we got? Son J. Sanjay Leary agreed about all missed draft picks. Kyle's not worried about losing his job. He'd be hired in 2 seconds. Need someone else to handle draft position decisions. Yeah. I think sometimes Kyle is his own worst enemy in a game with the decisions he makes and the tone that he sets with the tempo he asks for. But maybe Kyle Shanahan's single biggest enemy is John Lynch. That was a rough one today. And it was over before it began. And then the 49ers said, oh, no, wait a minute. We're kind of back in this. And then let it all slip away. And that's when things got really frustrating. I hope you plan on coming on back on Monday morning. 9:05 a.m., yours truly, Larry Krueger. We're going to be going over this one with a fine-tooth comb. There will be swear words. There will be anger. Tomorrow morning, I can feel it on wake up. At 11 a.m., we'll talk about whatever the Warriors plan on doing, how the rest this weekend was, and get into the other things in sports beyond Niners anxiety. But there's plenty of that going around today, and I'm not going to begrudge anybody anything. But I'll tell you this. There's still plenty of season left, and I do think this is a playoff team. Maybe I shouldn't even think that anymore. Maybe the Seahawks and the Niners in the next few weeks, the Seahawks and the Rams really will lap the Niners, and they'll be off the lead path, and that'll be it. But I still think that there's something to be heard from out of this football team. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking at this point. I don't know. How about this? It can't get much worse And I don't see still like everything is it's just unsalvageable. They've done a pretty good job in their salvation process. Today, though, there wasn't a lot of salvage to be found. I want to thank our sponsors one last time. My man Ike of Ike Sandwiches. Get yourself some Ikes. If you have not ever in your life, I hope you can get some Ikes in your life. I really, really do. The sandwich is incredible. It is one of the fastest growing chains in America. Hopefully there's one coming to you soon. I really, really hope so. And when there is, sign up for that Love Rewards program. My goodness, you go ahead and you order sandwiches at the beginning of games, you're eating fat at halftime. You order at halftime, you're eating better before Sunday Night Football even kicks off tonight. I want to thank the Dubliner West Portal. As always, go in there, say hello to Kenny and John. I really appreciate them from the bottom of my heart taking care of us. Thanks to everyone who offered up a super today. And again, thank you to Sleeper. Sleeper's been a phenomenal sponsor. It's a great place to go and play responsibly. Your parlays, your fantasies, it's all their best user interface you've ever seen over on Sleeper, and $100 deposit match up to $100 when you go ahead and enter promo code Damon by using the description right in the top of this video today. Want to check one more go around for supers? Nope, no more there. One more go around for the show total today. What did we have? What did we did? No, I'll tell you, today was disappointing all the way around. I guess including you guys. I wanted to get to 48,500. 48,500 was today's goal. We're not going to meet today's goal. Niners didn't even come close on today's goal. And if we can't get to today's goal, how are we going to get to 50,000 by the bye week? Let's be honest. Probably won't, unless you all start getting really, really aggressive. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate all of you for being here. Remember, my good friends, that sports don't build character. They reveal it. And like that, he's gone. That wasn't good.